Okay, Broncos country. Looks like we are live, but you guys know the drill by now. We've got to let the stream breathe for just a second here and make sure that everything is nice and stable all across the YouTube platform. Welcome in, Broncos country, to this Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream. I'm your host, Gage Madrid, as your Denver Broncos, currently sitting at 9-2, are set to take on the Washington Commanders, who sit at 3-8. The Broncos are taking the field as we speak. Sean Payton, Bo Nix, getting ready to head out there. Let's go, Broncos country. We are back. First game stream for the Broncos in a month, and first Broncos game in 2 weeks. Maverick in the house saying, there's the Madrid kid. What's going on, my man? Hope you are doing well. So, the Denver Broncos, plain and simple, need to take care of business in this game. This Denver Broncos team, they're capable of beating anybody in the NFL, but they've been so inconsistent this year. It feels like they play down to competition at times. This Washington Commanders team, they're not good. They really are not. They're struggling on offense. They're really struggling on defense. Marcus Mariota is starting for them at quarterback. They do get Terry McLaurin back for this one, but the Denver Broncos are heavily favored in this game. They've been picked by, I believe, 85% of America is what Sunday Night Football just said. They all picked, all the analysts on Sunday Night Football, they all picked the Denver Broncos. So, plain and simple, all the Denver Broncos need to do is take care of business. Looks like a new angle from the horizontal stream. Looks good. Yeah, I just backed up my chair a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Figured I'd zoom it out a little bit, and I can see my TV a little bit better that way. So, yeah, I'm glad it looks good on camera. All right, Broncos country, while we let some more people start streaming on in here, please be sure to smash the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. It's not mandatory, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description below. Maverick's asking, where's everybody at? I know, right? Normally we've got a few more people streaming on in. We had a pretty healthy chat in the pregame, so hopefully we've got a few more people coming in. It says we've got 11 people right now. We had at one point 50 people in the pregame chat, so hopefully we didn't burn up all those people there. But we do have like Brandon Perna. I think Sports Talk Denver is going live. Obviously, MHRT Network with Mundungus and Bill, they're live as well. So I have pretty stiff competition tonight for views. I appreciate each and every one who steps in, though. We've got the Sunday Night Football anthem going right now. We got Turtle in the house saying, and I'm back. Gonna watch Carrie. All right, here we go, Broncos country. Let me know, how do you think this game's gonna go? Do you think that the Denver Broncos are going to take care of business in this one? Do you think that they're going to come out, handle their business, come out with discipline? They play fundamental football for all 4 quarters. Do you think we're going to see that in this game? Or do you think the Denver Broncos are going to struggle to put points on the board? Do you think Washington's going to come out with their hair on fire? They don't really have a whole lot to lose in this game since they're 3-8. So let me know how you think this game is going to go, Broncos country, as we wait for this copyright music to end and we can go ahead and bring in the game audio. We are about 5 minutes away from kickoff here on Broncos Syndicate. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, really, really appreciate it. Some struggle, but figure out faster than usual. Hope so, man. I honestly hope we don't see much struggle early on. I hope they come out with their foot on the gas and they stay rolling for all 4 quarters, but if they do come out with some struggle, like you said, hopefully they figure it out in a timely manner. We got Jackson in the house saying, go Broncos. I want to see Harvey get 15 or more runs. This Commanders defense doesn't do anything well. They struggle to defend the pass, and they struggle to defend the run. There's no reason why this Broncos offense shouldn't roll in every single facet. Let's go! That Sunday Night Football theme hits different, man.
Washington Commanders. Quarterback tonight, Marcus Mariota. Heisman Trophy Trophy winners from Oregon facing a fellow Oregon Duck. Voted 7-9-2.
There we go, baby. There's Bo. All right, let's get it, Broncos country. That SNF intro, it just hits so different, man. Let's get it. The battle of the Oregon Duck quarterbacks. We got D-Rock in the house saying sub chat, saying hello to Maverick. Turtle says about a few seconds behind me. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of lag, unfortunately. It is what it is. Sunday Night Football theme. Basically the theme of, I have school or work tomorrow. Yeah, for sure, man. Especially growing up. But let's go over a few keys to victory for this one. We already went over these in the pregame, and we went over these a little bit in the game preview that we put out yesterday. But we'll go ahead and do it one more time here. Stay healthy. No stupid penalties. Those are obvious. We can't deal with any of that if we have any hopes of winning this game. Be aware of crappy field, especially with this weather. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like the weather is going to be too much of a factor. The field seems dry. I don't think there's going to be any precipitation moving forward. So that is good, but you've got to be aware of these crappy field conditions at, I still call it FedEx Field. It's Northwest Stadium now. This stadium has claimed the life and limb of many NFL players. Take advantage of this bad Commanders defense. Try to establish the ground game and ride the hot hand at running back. If Sean Payton keeps swapping out his running backs, I don't think we're going to get into a consistent rhythm. J.K. Dobbins put a stop to the revolving door at running back, and unfortunately, he's injured for at least the rest of the regular season. Hopefully, Harvey gets into a rhythm, but if it's not him, Jaleel McLaughlin or even Tyler Bidet, if one of those guys get into a rhythm, I want them to ride the hot hand. At least Patrick isn't here for him to glaze over. Yeah, for sure. I'm wondering, is he going to glaze Marcus Mariota or is he going to glaze Bo Nix in this one? It would not be a Sunday Night Football game without at least some Chris Collinsworth glaze. There was some wind earlier. Yeah, I think there's still a little bit of wind down there, but it's not too bad. They've already played in wind once this year. That was against the Raiders. They struggled a little bit in that game offensively, but I don't think the wind played too much of a factor in those struggles. Denver just didn't really have their shit together in that game, if we're being perfectly honest. Kim says, hopefully Singleton and PS2 can make some plays. You fully expect PS2 to make plays, assuming they even target him. Him shutting down Terry McLaurin, or in some cases, Deebo Samuel, that's good enough for me in terms of Pat Surtain making his impact. Alex Singleton, I expect him to make some plays in the run game, but what I'm wondering is if we're going to see more Justin Sternad in this game. Justin Sternad has played some really good football. He played really well in tandem with Dre Greenlaw in that game against the Chiefs, so we'll see. Moss might be on Samuel. I think it's going to be a little bit different. Whenever Samuel is outside on the boundary, I think we're actually going to see Surtain on him, and then I think we're going to see Terry McLaurin get double-teamed with Riley Moss and Brandon Jones over the top. That's what they did with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens in the Cowboys game, and it worked rather well until, of course, Pat Surtain went out of the game. That's what I think they're going to do. I can also see whenever Samuel's in the slot, maybe Surtain travels with him, but it's mostly going to be Jaquan dealing with him there in the slot. So it's going to be interesting to see how they want to defend these guys. And Samuel, you've got to be aware of where else he lines up. He can line up in the backfield. He can line up even at Wildcat quarterback. So that's a player and a chess piece for the Commanders that you're going to have to be aware of basically on every single snap. D-Rock says, trenches, trenches, trenches. I mean, we preach that every single week, right? You win the trench battle, you're probably going to win the game. So I don't expect anything different in this game. The advantage in the trenches on both sides of the ball goes to the Denver Broncos. So that's key number one, is winning in the trenches. Let's go ahead and get rid of that bot. Bye-bye. All right, let's play some ball, Broncos country. Let me know if the game audio is good, if I need to adjust anything. All right, Denver has won 8 in a row. Can they make it 9 in a row? Uh-oh, we're out of focus. No. All right, Denver getting Singleton and Surtain back. Washington gets Terry McLaurin back for this game. Bo has to calm those feet. We saw that in the game against the Chiefs. Hopefully it continues in this one. I don't know if Terry's 100%, but clearly he's good enough to go out there. And Pat Surtain, he's wearing a bit of a brace, a bit of a sling on his pec to keep it intact, but he is good to go. Let's go. And Alex Singleton missing just one game after having surgery. Really cool story, man. Got to get the play in before single digits, for sure. Hopefully that's a kink they ironed out a little bit during the bye week.
To the stadium, got him a little bit. He's trying not to lose it. He's trying not to cry tonight.
It'd be totally respectable if he did, though. Given these circumstances, man, I'd probably get a little emotional, too. All right. We are paying attention to this game, and then tomorrow night, we'll be paying attention to the Patriots game. If Denver takes care of business here, and if the Giants somehow, some way beat the Patriots, then Denver will have the #1 seed. Kim says, I'm a little nervous, not going to lie. Just got to come out and take care of business. That is the key. Sean Payton and Dan Quinn. All right, let's go. These two faced off against each other when they were both in the NFC South, when Payton was in New Orleans and Quinn was in Atlanta.
Super Bowl 22 is a Washington blowout. The MVP of that game, one of the best. Doug Williams.
Doug Williams. It's a rematch of an old Super Bowl from back in the day. I can't recall exactly the number, but Washington destroyed Denver in that one, 42-10.
35 points. It was just amazing.
Got to play Buffalo if the season ended today. I'm not worried about Buffalo, honestly. They've shown signs of vulnerability. What's up, Rodney? Good to see you, my friend. All right, looks like the Broncos offense is going to be going out first. Washington won the toss and deferred. So, Bo Nix and company getting ready to get started here. Jake Moody is the Commanders' kicker. Former 49ers, spent a brief stint with the Chicago Bears. Now he's here in Washington. Marvin Mims is going to be back deep to return, along with R.J. Harvey. Or actually, no, it's Marvin Mims and Tyler Bidet back there to return this one.
One that they would like to keep the ball out of his hands. Tyler Bidet, the back.
All right, Broncos country, here we go.
It was cold, nasty, and raw this morning. It was
30-13. Denver gaming it off a defensive touchdown. I like it. Establish the run game. See what they do, man. I think the game plan is going to become evident very quickly. On offense for once first. Yep. Here we go. Jake Moody. Matt Gay was their old kicker, set to kick this one away. And here we go. Underway from Landover, Maryland. Bringing this one out is going to be Marvin Mims across the 20, and he squirts across the 25 to about the 27.
Oregon, R.J. Harvey, UCF, Marvin Mims, Oklahoma, Troy Franklin, Oregon, Cortland Sutton, SMU, Evan Ingram, Ole Miss, Muir Bowles, Utah, Alex Polcheski, Illinois, Luke Wattenberg, Washington, Quinn Myers, Wisconsin, Whitewater, Mike McGlinchey, Notre Dame.
Quinn Miners still had his dreads in that picture or in that video. And Frank Crum is in. First snap of the game. He reports as eligible. Nix is under center. Adam Troutman goes in motion to the right side. It's an I formation. And it's a handoff to R.J. Harvey. Nice burst right away. R.J. Harvey through the hole. And he accelerates and is pushed down after a gain of 11 and an early first down for the Denver Broncos. R.J. Harvey has struggled at times running up the middle this year, so that's really good to see. Nice block up ahead by Mike McGlinchey as well as Quinn Miners leading the way for that one. That was gorgeous. And Harvey lowering his shoulder right there. Now little Jordan Humphreys in the game, and he goes in motion to the right side. Nix goes back under center from the gun. Takes the snap and gives it to Harvey. And that time he gets bottled up. Nowhere to go. Might have even lost a yard. Quan Martin was there for the Washington Commanders. That was a nice inside run. First play. Unfortunately, second one didn't go as well. Second down and long here for the Broncos. Bo Nix, 61% completion, 18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He comes out under center again here. Second down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Fake it to Harvey. Nix is rolling to his left, fires across the grain, and it's complete. First down, Denver. Adam Troutman with a first down reception. Yeah, Quinn did cut his hair. He looks a lot better with the long hair, in my opinion. I wish he didn't cut it. Yeah, moving across the grain right there and just threw it to Troutman on the rollout. Love it, love it, love it. 84 pass attempts outside the pocket for Bo Nix this year, which is most in the NFL, according to Next Gen Stats. From the midfield stripe, ooh, that was a little bit off target, trying to set up the screen to Troy Franklin. That's incomplete. Second down and 10.
Jake Martin, Cherokee Trail License. Deron Payne, Alabama, moved off. South Carolina. Von Miller, Texas A&M. Berkeley Louisville, Washington State. Brian Wagner, Utah State, and Howard University. Jay Jones, Auburn. Jeremy Reeves, South Alabama. Paul Martin, Fort Myers, Florida. Will Harris, Boston College. Mikey Sarastil, Michigan.
Heard Vaughn introduce himself, going up against his old team. He has not checked into the game yet. Second down and 10. Nix takes his first gun snap of the game. He's in trouble here. He's got to roll out. Oh, this is looking erratic. Nix fires, and it's dropped. Dropped by Adam Troutman, and this promising-looking drive is in danger of stalling out here. That first play for Nix there, man, looking pretty erratic. Pressure came right there. Was that Jake Martin on that one? Yeah, it was. Jake Martin, the former Bronco and Cherokee High School out in Aurora. He went out there. He's a Denver native. Third down and 10. From the midfield stripe. Two receivers to the right. Nix taking the snap. Nix stepping up, comes underneath. It's Bidet, and Bidet's got the first down. Tackled down by Bobby Wagner, but not before he crossed the line to gain, and Denver able to move the chains. So we saw erratic Nix on his first throw. That time, able to get it just underneath right there to Tyler Bidet, and they move the chains. Inside run. Let's go pass block. Ronnie says, go Bidet. We got 16 people in the house. Thank you so much. Strong opening drive so far for the Denver Broncos. Nix under center again, where he's lived most of this game. Nix fires. Comeback route is complete. First down, Troy Franklin. Nice job coming back to that football. And Denver once again moves the chains. 7 plays, 54 yards, and just over 3 minutes on this drive. The weather's good. The weather is a non-factor in this one. It's a little bit cold, but it's clear, no precipitation, so seems Denver dodged a bullet there.
They know this is a team that loves to throw the football deep down the field. They're giving
first down and 10. Humphrey shifts. From the pistol, they hand it off to Harvey, and Harvey scooting forward. Harvey with a gain of 5. J.K. Dobbins, of course, out for at least the rest of the regular season. He's going to at least miss the next few weeks. He might be back for the playoffs. We'll see. But Denver's got to find a run game here with Harvey, with Bidet, with McLaughlin. Haven't seen Jaleel yet in this one. We have seen Harvey and Bidet. Second down and 5. This is now the 9th play of the drive, and Von Miller has checked in to this game. Lewis is inactive. They didn't call him up from the practice squad. He's out of elevations, and they didn't promote him. Oh, end zone caught. Did he get both feet in? Evan Ingram, no, he did not. Bo Nix just threw it up in the end zone for Evan Ingram. Will Harris had the coverage. Ingram could not get 2 feet down. Nope, didn't even get the first feet in. That's out of bounds. Juggled the ball to boot. Incomplete, 3rd down and 5. All right, here we go. This is the 10th play of this drive. 10.5 to play in the first quarter. Nix fires. Incomplete. Off the chest of Pat Bryant. And Denver's going to have to make a decision here. I think you take the points. Yep, Sean says field goal. That's the right decision. You take the points. Calls over Bo Nix. Went right off of Bryant's chest. So here comes Will Lutz. Just signed a new 3-year contract extension with the Denver Broncos. So did Luke Wattenberg, as well as Malcolm Roach. 33-yard attempt. Will Lutz is up, and he is good. And the Denver Broncos, after an extended drive, stall out in the red zone, but they do put 3 points on the board. We will definitely take that. 3-0 Denver Broncos. So Bo Nix, first throw was on a screen. That was incomplete. Second throw, we kind of saw that erratic Bo Nix a little bit. Escaped from the pocket, maybe a little prematurely. After that, he settled down, had some nice completions on that drive. Had another good throw there on that 3rd down, but again, Pat Bryant couldn't hold up and couldn't come through for him and make the catch. Like I thought, a little slow start. That's all. That's okay. We still get 3. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so sick of our receivers. They always drop passes and make Bo look bad. I'm sick of it. Yeah, that one definitely wasn't on Bo. And box score watchers, they're going to see an incomplete pass and think, oh, we probably missed on that one. But in reality, it was a drop. So, yeah. Regardless, a strong opening drive for the Denver Broncos. And now we'll see how their defense comes out here fresh off the bye week. It was an efficient offensive operation. The play clock wasn't down to like 5 seconds when they were snapping the ball. They were getting the calls in on time. So in terms of the overall offensive operation, I thought that was sound, at least on the first drive. Hopefully we can keep it up and instead of settling for 3, turn some of these into touchdowns. Good job moving the ball. Don't really have a whole lot to complain about. All right, Broncos country, we got 14 people in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Yeah, that was a good drive. That was a good drive, knocking off the rust. Exactly. I mean, this team hasn't played for 2 weeks. They've got to get that rust knocked off, and that was a good, effective drive right there. But again, though, we want to punch it into the end zone and try to convert some of these 3s into 7s. Good starting drive, says Roan. All right, we're just waiting for this commercial to come out, and we will see Marcus Mariota and this Commanders offense. Jaden Daniels still nursing a dislocated elbow. He's not quite ready to go. So Marcus Mariota is going to be starting his 6th game for the Washington Commanders. This Denver Broncos defense, they've been playing so well this season, but the one thing they haven't been able to get is turnovers. Will that change in this game? Hopefully Denver is able to take advantage of some bounces and stuff like that. Will Lutz set to kick off for the Broncos. 10:28 to play. Denver in the first quarter, and Denver leads 3-0. Time to show these Rebels what a fully operational Death Star can do. Here's Deebo Samuel on the return. Samuel tries to turn the corner. That was a bad decision. And Samuel is stopped at the 10. Excellent special teams play. J.L. Skinner on the tackle.
It's at Terry McLaurin, D, Ohio State University. Debo Samuel, South Carolina. Jalen Lane, Virginia Tech. Zach Ertz, Stanford. Larry Tussle, Nebraska University. Chris Paul, Tulsa. Tyler Gaddis, Amherst, Wisconsin. Sam Crosby, Texas. Josh Conley Jr., Oregon.
And we got a flag. I think they're going to make him re-kick. Denver with an illegal formation. So special teams penalties right out the gate for the Broncos. Come on, man. Seriously? Illegal formation? And of course, Washington's going to make him re-kick. So now Washington's going to get a lot better field position. Darren Rizzi's special teams unit has been really frustrating this year. Oh, man, that sucks. Washington was going to start at the 10-yard line, but Denver shot themselves in the foot. That's something we talked about, man. Denver cannot afford these self-inflicted wounds. If they have them, they are not going to win this game. All right, so let's try that again. Will Lutz kicks off from the 30-yard line. And this time it's fielded at the 5-yard line across the 20. And, ooh, nice tackle right there. Really nice tackle. Was that Reese Taylor? Yes, it was. Reese Taylor, brilliant tackle. And Washington will start now at the 20-yard line. All right, the Oregon Duck Bowl. First offensive snap coming for the Commanders. We got Khalil in the house. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Denver comes out with 5 down linemen on this first snap. Pat Surtain right away. He's on Debo Samuel. We kind of talked about this as a possibility. And they're going to hand this off to Chris Rodriguez. Nowhere to go. Stood up. Jonathan Cooper and John Franklin Myers were both there. And a strong start to this Broncos defense. Clock ticking, inside 10 minutes to play in this first quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Commanders. Contain Chris Rodriguez and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Good opening snap right there. 2nd down and 10. Again, they come out with 5 down linemen. Surtain on Debo again. Fires it to the outside, and that's complete to the backup tight end, John Bates. More of a blocker, but had some room in open space. Dre Greenlaw makes the tackle. 3rd down and short for the Commies. Punch the ball out. More undisciplined football. About par for the course for this team. Yeah, for sure. Got to get it cleaned up, though, man. And the fact that it wasn't cleaned up over the bye is frustrating. 3rd down and 3 for the Commanders from their own 28-yard line. 4 down linemen for Denver. Brandon Jones showing like he might blitz. They back out of it and rush 4. Fires underneath and completes right at the sticks. It's Debo Samuel, and that'll move the chains for the Commanders. So Denver, they give up a 2nd down completion right there, and they give up a 3rd down completion, move the chains. Yeah, just a little rub concept there. They put Samuel in motion. Jaquan went across the field and just got lost in the trash. He is really, really great season on special teams. RPO, they dump it in the flat here to Zach Ertz, and Ertz tumbling for a gain of 5, popped out by Brandon Jones. So this Washington team's moving.
John Franklin Myers, Stephen at Boston. Jonathan Cooper, Ohio State. Singleton, Montana State. Terry Greenlaw, Arkansas. Dan Surtain, Alabama. Jaquan McMillan, East Carolina. Tom Pollard, University of Southern California. Brandon Jones, Texas. Riley Moss, Iowa.
You heard it from the man himself. It is pronounced Jaquan McMillan. Hand off. Rodriguez bounces off the pile, and Rodriguez 1st down to the 48-yard line. Looked like they had him bottled up, but he bounced off the initial contact, and it is not a good start for this Broncos defense. They didn't keep contained on the edge at all. Oh, Hufanga came down, missed him.
think that Rodriguez.
Yep, Hufanga, he's made these plays. He's playing sick today. That time, though, went right through him. First down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Heavy formation to the right and handoff to Rodriguez. Been all Rodriguez so far, and he's bottled up after a short gain, maybe a yard or two. So Washington now behind the chains. We have not seen Ja'Cory Krotsky-Merritt yet. My guy from the Shrine Bowl. Yeah, it's Marcus Mariota, Julian. Second down and 9 from the 49. Picked up one on that last run. Mariota, quick throw. He's got another completion to Zach Ertz. And Ertz, he'll get about 6 yards there, bringing up a third down and 3 for this Broncos defense. Rodney says we need a sack. 6.5 to play in this first quarter.
Get the ball to his playmaker's hands, and he's consistently been down in this third and fourth kind of territory. Now they're all over the place.
Ooh, Commanders looking discombobulated here on this third down and 4. Denver showing pressure. Singleton's walked up to the line. They do. No, they bring 4. They back out of the pressure. Mariota going deep, and he overthrew everybody, but there's going to be a flag in the secondary. Near the 30-yard line. Looks like Surtain's going to be the one flagged on this one. Land Clark is our referee. Yeah, illegal contact on Surtain. Penalties, 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 and this has not been a good opening series for this defense. Yep. Grabs McLaurin beyond the 5 yards where it's allowed. Pretty easy call right there. That's frustrating. That Chargers running back Vidal is special. He is fast. Yep, scored a touchdown against the Broncos last year. First and 10. Mariota setting up a screen for Zach Ertz, and Ertz tumbling forward for a gain of a couple. Nick Bonito making the tackle. Hufanga was there as well.
Let's talk about a few key matchups in this game. Laramie Tunsil plays left tackle.
First down and 10 for the Commanders.
He'll be either against Jonathan Cooper or Nick Bonito. Two of the best.
Again, not a great start here for the defense, but they always do well in the red zone. They're not quite there yet. From the Denver 38, 2nd and 7 on this play. Actually, it's going to be a tackle by Talanoa Hufanga. They handed it off to Deebo Samuel in the backfield. Hufanga says, Tackled him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up a third down and 7. He does, man. He plays with his hair on fire. Yeah, that was a legit call, unfortunately. Third down and 8. Can this Denver defense get off the field? Looks like man coverage for the Broncos. Samuel motion. Jaquan McMillan's on him. Third down and 8. Mariota is going deep against Riley Moss. It's incomplete. No flag. Looking for Jalen Lane. Excellent coverage by Moss on that play. So they knew Riley Moss was the matchup they wanted to test. That time, he held up really, really well. Fourth down. Washington is going to have to settle for a field goal try. Denver clamps him up. Not quite in the red zone, but close enough to it. Excellent play by Riley Moss. Excellent play. Oh, they're going to punt it. So they forego a long field goal try, and they're going to punt and try to pin Denver back deep with Tress Way. And Way, fair catch signaled for by Mims at the 10-yard line. Looked like he hopped up. Hopefully he didn't injure his foot or something there. Great coverage by Riley Moss. So defense, they bent, but they didn't break. Washington was kind of moving the ball downfield with some of these RPOs, these dump-offs. Denver wasn't rallying and tackling well, but they held up right there. Again, excellent job by Riley Moss, and they get a big-time stop. They do have the ball deep in their own territory. Let's see if they can go on a long 90-yard drive and get this one in the end zone. They've got a golden opportunity right here. If they can score a touchdown in this drive, they might be able to put this game away, and Washington might not be able to get anything going moving forward. We need to let McLaughlin get some reps in. We'll see what Sean wants to do. We didn't see McLaughlin on that last drive. It was all Tyler Bidet and RJ Harvey, so we'll see what Sean's thought process is here moving forward. Roan says Washington doesn't trust Moody. I mean, based on his career sample size, that's probably the right decision to not trust him. But still, you've got an opportunity to at least tie Denver right there, because now Denver can go downfield and take a 2-score lead, and Washington might not be able to get back in this game. We'll see, but Denver's got to be disciplined, and they've got to have their drives end in touchdowns as opposed to field goals. Denver stalled out in the red zone on their first possession. After moving the ball really well, they chewed a lot of time off the clock, but you've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone. So that's going to be priority number 1 for the Broncos on this drive. Of course, you got to get off your own 10-yard line, get that first down, and then you can start rolling. I'm hoping we see a little bit more up-tempo from the Denver Broncos, maybe some muddle huddles. It doesn't have to be full-blown no huddle, but you get up to the line, do kind of that half-assed huddle, and then you get up to the line and you run the clock down and execute the play. It limits what Washington can do defensively. It limits their ability to substitute. So that's what I would like to see Denver do here on this possession. We're about to be back in just a second. Wait for the last couple seconds of this commercial. Aerial shot of Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland, about 15 miles or so east of Washington, D.C. I want an RJ 100-yard game. That would be nice. That would be nice. And that means that they rode the hot hand and stuck with one rusher. All right, 1st down and 10. It's like Denver in a heavy formation here to the left side. Fake the handoff. Nix rolling to his right. Nix looking. Nix pumping. And Nix just has to throw it in the ground. 2nd down and 10. So they've tried rolling Bo Nix to the right a couple of times, and both times he doesn't like what he sees and throws it at the ground. Imagine if RJ Harvey broke out a 67-yard rushing touchdown. That'd be huge. I'd love to see that. I really would.
He said, you know how coaches are. They say the same thing over and over and over again. John does it, so you understand.
2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Troutman on the shift. Handed off to McLaughlin. So now all 3 running backs have touched the ball. Not much there at all for Jaleel. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. Eddie Goldman, big defensive lineman, was in there for the Commanders. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Broncos. 3rd down and 9. Clock ticking inside. 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
It is a family business, no question. You can tell it's helped him. You know, it really is.
2 receivers to the right, tight end also to the right, and Adam Troutman. Mims to the left. Nix looking. Nix just dumps it underneath to Tyler Bidet. He's got a long way to go, and Bidet is going to be brought down well short of the line to gain. 3 and out. Denver will punt. So, Bo Nix, erratic play here to start off. 3rd down, he just dumps it off. Doesn't like what he has downfield.
What's an option for a 1st down?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, he had Bryant open. He bailed from the pocket way too early and then just checked it down. He did miss an opportunity for Bryant right there. Damn it. So, Jeremy Crawshaw, his first punt of the day. Booming kick, fair catch signaled for and made at about the 43-yard line by Jalen Lane. Not a good drive by the Broncos right there. Settle down, Bo. Settle down. Bailed from the pocket too early. Saw him on that rollout, not like what he had downfield, and just threw it away. And then right there, he had an opportunity for a first down to Pat Bryant and didn't get it to him. So, yeah, man, Bo Nix, got to settle him down here. He's starting to look a little bit erratic, a little bit up and down so far. Made some nice throws on that first drive. Got to get him settled down. And Denver, they're going to have a short field defensively here. They're going to have to find a way to get a stop. I mean, Crawshaw did okay right there considering Denver was pinned back deep. That was just not a good possession by them at all. Just like I thought, hopefully we get this going sooner than later. The thing is, you're coming out of a bye week. You should be coming out hot, and you're not. That's the frustrating part. You're coming out sloppy. You've had some penalties. Bo looks a little bit shaky out there. So, yeah, it's concerning. It really is. Bronco fan says, that's what I was worried about. Bryant was open. Yeah, he was open, and Bo just didn't hang in the pocket and get it to him. He had an opportunity. If he just hangs in there for a second, the run game frustrates me. Yeah, we saw Jaleel with an ineffective run on that drive. It just was not good. Denver's got to find a way to get into a rhythm and fast. And like I said, the fact that they aren't finding a way to get into a rhythm coming out of a bye is frustrating. Bo missed Troutman on first down, then Pat on third down. Yeah, he's been erratic to start this game. No question about it. Singleton moving around like he's 90 years old again. Hey, man, Singleton, the fact that he's even in there right now is incredible. I would like to see more Justin Sternod on obvious passing downs, but we'll see how the Broncos want to approach it. The Broncos can't play like this, especially in the playoff atmosphere. This is a game that you were expected to come out rolling immediately, and the fact that they're not doing it, it is concerning. Hopefully they can get their stuff together and fast. 17.5 points per game allowed by this Denver defense. 49 sacks, most in the NFL through 11 games since 2000. Nick Benito's got 9.5, Cooper 7.5, Zach Allen 6. The only team in the league with 3 players with 6+ sacks on the season. Yeah, the first drive was good. Second drive, no bueno. Washington moved the ball well on their first drive. Now they got a short field starting at their own 42, and Rodriguez nearly broke that one loose. Missed tackle in the backfield. Brandon Jones finally brought him down to save an even bigger gain. But this Broncos team is coming out really, really shaky right now. They should be dominating out the gate, and they're not. First down Commanders. Or maybe not. They just walked it back. Let's see. Okay, they're going to say it was a yard shy of the line to gain of 9. So Washington, they got good field position on this drive, and if they're in these short yardage situations, these 2nd and 1s, Denver's not going to fare well at all. And we got some confusion and discombobulation on the part of the refs. What else is new? 2nd and 1. They get the clock issues figured out. And they fake the handoff to Rodriguez. Mariota over the middle. It's tipped. Oh, nearly intercepted. Alex Singleton had his hands on it. Was it Singleton? Yeah, it was. He got his hand up there to deflect it. He's sick that he didn't come down with the pick. Oh, man. One thing that's been consistent all year is the Broncos always seem to play down to their opponent, with the exception of one game. Yeah, that's what we're seeing, and it's frustrating. Ooh, Singleton, that was a golden opportunity. There's probably 2 downs to get this here. Mariota keeps it. Mariota, looks like he's got the first down. He does. Really, really bad start for this Broncos defense. Why can't we get a turnover? I mean, they bounce sometimes, just doesn't go the right way. It's frustrating. Pull it down, dump it off. These RPO flat routes, man. Philadelphia killed the Broncos in that game with these. And now Washington's killing us with them. So clearly they've been watching tape here. These little RPO dump-offs in the flat, man. Denver is having some real trouble defending them. Another first down for the Commanders. This is not good. Hard count by Mariota. First down and 10 from the Commanders from the Denver 36. Rodriguez. Oh, there we go. Talanoa Hufanga coming downhill. Lost a 3 on the play. Let's go. Huff playing through an illness in this one, but doesn't stop him from making the play there. He's still going to be heat-seeking missile down at the line of scrimmage. And he's got the TFL on that play. Just shoots the gap and brings down Chris Rodriguez. Excellent play by Huff. Second down and 12 for the Commanders, backed up to their 38.5-yard line. Probably going to be the last play of the first quarter. Mariota fires over the middle. Denver says incomplete. Refs say incomplete as well. Tried to get it over to Zach Ertz. The pass was a little bit inaccurate, and Denver's got a third down and 12. They can get another stop here. That would be huge. There's Cliff Kingsbury, Commanders offensive coordinator, former Cardinals head coach, and head coach at Texas Tech. Big third down and 12. He's in the game on this play, Rodney. He's in the slot. Trips right for the Commanders. Oh, they're just going to hand this off. Interesting call. Jeremy McNichols, the former Bronco, has the first down. Oh, so Washington, they run the ball on third down and long. And it picks up the first. Hufanga aggressively came inside right there and just didn't quite have him. And McNichols able to bounce off of the contact, and that's a first down, spun away, bounced off his own lineman right there. And that's a first down again for the Commanders. Into the first quarter, and a very frustrating first quarter for the Broncos. Defense, they are not playing well. They've given up way too many plays. Bo Nix looks a little bit shaky. The run game looks shaky. Denver does lead 3-0, but you are giving up way too many of these plays to the Commanders. The tackling has not been good. So, yeah, man, this is not how you want the Broncos to look coming out of a bye week. The fact that they're so undisciplined. Sean Payton, he let the Broncos leave town. He let them take that week off. I'm starting to wonder if that was a bad decision. He should have maybe kept the guys in town, and maybe they should have tried to get some work in during the bye, because this is just not good. It is not good at all. I'm really disappointed. Since I got a second, guys, I'm going to go ahead and reset my internet connection because I'm having to route it through my mobile hotspot. The stream's going to drop for just like 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less than that, and I will be right back. So we're going to go ahead and do that starting right now. All right, as promised, we are back. Bronco fan says pathetic tackling. That really pisses me off, and that has not been a problem for the Broncos this year. They've been sound in terms of rallying to the football and wrapping up and tackling, not doing this cutesy arm tackling crap. I mean, the fact that we're seeing this coming out of the bye is really, really frustrating. D-Rock says wrap up. Exactly. You've got to wrap up, man. You've got to finish on your tackles. The fact that these players are giving up on the tackles is really, really frustrating. But long ball game left. The Denver Broncos can still get their stuff together here, and they can pull away from this game. 3rd and 12, and you allow that, that's inexcusable. Agreed. I hate the way Broncos country overreacts like we do. It's just the first, man. Everyone chill. I agree, but This is a game where you're going up against a really shitty defense and an offense that's been struggling as well. You should be rolling over these guys. And the fact that they're not is very concerning in these upcoming games, and it's concerning as well heading into the playoffs. Toasty says, I want Jonah Ellis back. Yeah, it does feel like we're missing him a little bit in this one, but we've just got to find a way to wrap up and tackle on defense, man. And Bo Nix needs to settle down on offense. First down and 10. From the Denver 23, first play of the second quarter is a handoff to Rodriguez, dancing to the 19-yard line. We have not seen Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt for the Commanders in this one. It's been all Chris Rodriguez and a little bit of Jeremy McNichols as well. We don't overreact. We demand excellence, especially with the way this team's been playing. 2nd and 6. Play action, Mariota. He's in trouble. Mariota hit as he throws. Intercepted on cue. Dre Greenlaw. There's the big Denver turnover. And Dre Greenlaw with the return to about the 36. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Marcus Mariota with a really ill-advised throw right there. And Denver finally gets the turnover. We had the one that went through Alex Singleton's hands. Yeah, it really was, man. I don't know why he decided to throw that. Just take the sack. Nobody was open. He tried to get it to Rodriguez at the last second. There were 2 Broncos there. And really, really nice play by Dre Greenlaw. Looks like Dondre Tillman hit him. Let's go. Marcus Mariota. Ugly turnover. That's what I demand. Excellence. He did. He got destroyed. All right. First down and 10 for the Broncos at their own 34-yard line. Golden opportunity here to take a 2-score lead. Got to make the Commanders pay for that. RJ Harvey dancing. Not much there. Gain of a couple. Looked like Harvey hit a bad hole right there. He had cut that a little bit more to the right. I think he would have had something. Now change momentum. Yep, you got a golden opportunity right here. Now let's do something with it. No goddamn 3 points. Absolutely. You cannot settle for 3. But first of all, we got to pick up a first down. Back to Harvey. Harvey spinning, and Harvey with a gain of 6. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Again, man, you got some vision issues when it comes to RJ Harvey. Got to hit the right hole. Looks like Marcus Mariota's sucking down a honey stinger. Frank Crum checks in as an eligible receiver here on 3rd down and 1. Salute to you, Frank. I imagine a quarterback sneak or something of that nature is coming here. Or a fullback dive. That'll work just as effectively. Adam Prentice moves the chains. First down, Broncos. So you get that first down. Now it feels like you've got something cooking on this drive. Dan Quinn recently took over the defensive play calling duties from Joe Witt Jr. Commanders' defense has played better, but they're depleted in terms of talent on defense. They've got a lot of aging players. Doesn't matter who the chef is. When you're buying expired ingredients from the dollar store, you're not going to make a gourmet meal. Pull it out and dump it, and Ingram drops it. Come on, Evan. That was an RPO right there, and Evan Ingram just dropped the ball. Come on, dude. He had wide open space ahead of him. Come on, Evan. Really? Ugh, dude. 2nd and 10. Nix. He's going to run, and Bo Nix slides. Bobby Wagner tackles him as he slid. Going to bring up a 3rd down and medium for the Broncos. Yeah, Ingram has not been good. Some of it's been other factors, not his fault, but a large part of it has been his fault. Shake it off next play. Got a big 3rd down and 5 here. We'll see if Denver's maybe thinking 2 plays to pick up this 1st down. Condensed formation here. 2 receivers on each side in a bunch. Nix over the middle, complete. And Franklin, they're going to say, I think he was down short. Yeah, they're going to call him down by contact. It's going to be 4th down and about 1.5. And Sean Payton's already sending in a play call. He's going for it. See if they actually want to run a play here, if they're just going to try to draw them off sides. 11-13 and counting in this 2nd quarter. Von Miller is on the field for the Commies. They are going. Nix fires, and it's caught. 1st down. Just a little dump off to Troutman. Spinning. Still going. Troutman down the sideline. And Troutman out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Let's go, Trout. A player who I've been very critical of here in Denver, but really nice job right there. Bluffing on his block, just getting lost on the drag route. Able to spin away from the would-be tackler and get some extra yardage to boot. Really nice job. And Washington is going to call timeout. They had a guy running onto the field late. Didn't want to get a substitution penalty, so they will burn a timeout here with 10:38 left to play in the 1st half. That's what I'm talking about. Troutman's been more reliable than Ingram. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, neither one of them are great. In an ideal world, neither one of them would be your starting tight end, but at this point, Troutman has been the more reliable player of the 2. Still, man, I desperately hope they add to this tight end room this offseason. Like, I want them to add 3 tight ends, seriously. Completely clean out and reset the room. The only one who I think should stay is Nate Atkins. There were signs of that last year in Jacksonville, too, and I tried to warn Broncos country that he probably wasn't going to be this joker that everyone was talking about. And people told me back then I didn't know ball. How are we feeling now, Broncos country? Under center, handoff. Harvey bounces off the contact, and Harvey, oh, man, just short little gains, man. Short little squirts. Call it a gain of 3 there. This run game, it feels constipated. It really does. That was the most dynamic play I've seen from Troutman. Yeah, that's up there. That might be his best game or his best play as a Bronco. Troy might have been open on that Troutman catch. I'll have to go back and look, but either way, they moved the chains. That's all that matters to me.
He fixes it, and it's on him, and it's over.
10 minutes and counting in the 2nd quarter. Nix. He's going to come underneath. Harvey's got some green grass ahead of him. And Harvey tumbling forward and lowering his shoulder into Jeremy Reeves for the 1st down. Reeves playing because of injuries in the secondary for the Commanders. He's normally a special teams guy, and he just got trucked right there by R.J. Harvey. 1st and 10 for Denver. They're rolling at the 12.5-yard line. 3 receivers and a bunch to the right. And that one's going to be a loss. Mike McGlinchey got blown up off the line by Daron Payne. Lost on the play. We talked about Daron Payne a little bit earlier. He's one of those game wreckers that the Commanders have, especially when he gets into a rhythm. Oh, yeah, McGlinchey stood no chance on that one. Payne sliced into him before he even had a chance to get leverage. Loss of 4, 2nd and 14. So Denver in danger of having to settle for another field goal. They're going to run it with McLaughlin. Jaleel, nice patient run. And Jaleel will get it up to about the 10-yard line, bringing up a 3rd down and long for this Broncos offense. You have to think maybe you've got 4 downs to get this. So try to get this to like a 4th and 4, something like that. And then you think about maybe going for it. I'd really, really hate to have to settle for a field goal here. So maybe you're thinking 2 downs to get this if you're Sean Payton. Yeah, we cannot settle for a field goal down here, man. We've got to get into the end zone. It's 3rd down and 8. Nix stands in the pocket. Now Nix is in trouble. Nix gets away from the sack, and Nix, ooh, that ball's out. Is that, ooh. They're going to say incomplete pass. That ball came out. Either way, Quinn Miners jumped on it. Nix wants a penalty for, like, hands to the face or something like that. Nix is barking at the ref. But Denver is going to have to settle for the field goal as they stall out. Frankie Luvu, Nix threw it, and it hit Luvu's forearm. Yeah, that's a forward pass. Oh, dude, Luvu did hit Nix in the head. That's a penalty. Yo, that's roughing the passer. He went to the head. I guarantee you, if that's Patrick Mahomes, that's a friggin' penalty, bro. That's bull. Field goal. Will Lutz, good. That's bull. Absolute bull. I guarantee it. If that was Patrick Mahomes, that would be a penalty. Come on, bro. That was helmet to helmet. That was serious helmet to helmet, bro. Absolute bull crap. So Denver stalls out. Bo Nix, kind of an erratic play right there, but still, man, that should have been a penalty. That's frustrating. That's frustrating on the part of the Broncos, and it's frustrating on the part of the refs. Denver comes out. They settle for another friggin' field goal. 6-0, and it's still a one-score game, and Washington can take the lead with the touchdown. You had a golden opportunity right there and squandered it. Good job. Good friggin' job, man. Oh, this team is so frustrating to watch sometimes, man. I don't know what game they would have flexed in because all of the big networks would have kept the good games. This was one that they just kind of had to ride out with. Oh, yeah, bro. That's helmet to helmet all day long. Luvo lowered the crown of his helmet into Bo's face mask. The fact that that's not a penalty is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, if that were Patrick Mahomes, if that were Josh Allen, if that were anybody else, that would have been a penalty. But nope. Referee biased against the Broncos again. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. God, man. Yeah, the more I watch it, the more blatant it is. That is seriously roughing the passer. Like, come on. But Bo Nix does need to be better, man. He has struggled a little bit in this game. He's looked a little bit erratic. Has made some nice throws, too. Had a couple of nice runs, but he's got to be better in this one as well. Yeah. But if we're the NFL's golden boys, can we get a pick six? Yeah, that'd be nice. Some sort of ball don't lie movement would be nice because, or some sort of ball don't lie play. That would be nice because this is bull crap. Absolute bull crap. I don't know. And it's concerning because if he's playing like that against what is statistically the worst passing defense in the NFL, I don't know how he's going to fare against better opponents moving forward.
Impact how the players go about today. You'll hear that from Michael Jordan.
I feel like if we're going to dominate this game, we need a touchdown in the second quarter, just one touchdown in the first half, something, anything. But first, we got to get a stop on defense as Deebo Samuel returns it to the 30-yard line.
Run the ball and throw it quickly. Look at it. 1.65 seconds. You can barely catch it and throw it any faster than that.
I mean, we have no way of knowing, but the fact that they're coming out so undisciplined and unprepared is frustrating. If he plays like this, we'll lose. If the whole team plays like this, we might be in danger of losing. We just need a momentum booster on offense, a big runner pass, something. 1st and 10 for the Commanders, their own 29-yard line. And now Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt checks in. The budding star for the Commanders. Haven't seen any action in this game, but really like this guy. Saw him at the Shrine Bowl. He's got burst, explosiveness. He's a physical runner as well. He's rushed for over 500 yards this season, which leads the Commanders. Really, really like this guy. Second and 4. They gave Ja'Cory 6 on that last run, or as he likes to go by, Bill. Here's Bill again. And Bill lowering his shoulder to the 47-yard line. Another 1st down for the Commanders. Denver's defense has got to be better, man. I say that as they haven't given up a point so far, but they are getting gashed. Fake it. In trouble. Oh, Nick Bonito had him wrapped up. He tried to dump it at the last second to his tight end, Bates. And, yeah, that's going to be a loss on the play. It was a backwards pass to Bates, and that's going to be a loss. Bonito, that was nearly an instant sack. Going up against Larry Tunsil. Oh, no, he was going against the tight end there. And Mariota just tried to shovel it to Bates, and Bates was lucky to get back on top of it. That could have been a turnover again. It does feel that way, Rodney. Hopefully they threw us wrong here. 2nd and 17. Fires underneath. Caught Samuel. Nice job by Jaquan McMillan wrapping him up. And Debo picks up a chunk of it, but it's still going to be a 3rd down and long for Washington. Under 6 minutes to play until halftime. It's been a fast-moving first half overall. 3rd down and 12. Can Denver get off the field? Looks like they're only going to rush 3 here. They're going to drop 8 into coverage. Mariota looking. He's going to run. Mariota's got the 1st down. How do you break contain, dude? Dude, how do you break contain on that? Oh, Coop, that's on you, dude. You lost contain on the edge. That is totally on Cooper. I don't know if that was a design stunt or what, but either way, they completely lost contain on the edge. Oh, man, you got to keep him in the pocket. So that was a 1st down into Denver territory to the 43. Mariota's going to keep it again, and Mariota, he's tackled in the backfield. Nice play by Q Robinson. Excellent effort tracking him down. And do I hear a whistle? No, I do not. Riley Moss is out of the game right now. We don't know what the injury is. Chris Abrams-Drain has replaced him in the lineup. That was a nice effort play by Q Robinson on 1st down, though. 2nd and 11. 2 tight ends to the right for the Commanders. Take the screen. Mariota looking downfield. Mariota, it's caught. Jumping up to get it is Zach Ertz working on Brandon Jones. Dude, this is frustrating. This team is playing so down to their competition right now. It is ridiculous. That was just a mismatch right there. The big Ertz on the smaller Jones. Handoff for a short gain. And one of the players from Washington is a little slow to get up. Yeah, we really do. And it's pissing me off. Because you should not look like this coming out of a bye against a bad football team. They are playing down to their competition right now. 3 minutes left to play in this first half. Mariota, quick slant, first down. Terry McLaurin working on Pat Surtain, and McLaurin is down to the 10. Washington's knocking on the door. They can take the lead with a touchdown here. They had Deebo Samuel in the backfield on that play. Just threw the slant to McLaurin, and that's too easy.
But that is what they've so desperately missed out of Terry McLaurin. They have Deebo.
I mean, I don't get it, man. It's a frustrating quirk that this team has. It really is. All right, this is the red zone. This is where the Denver Broncos usually shine on defense. Got to get off the field. Sean Payton called his first timeout. 2:47 left in the half, so he clearly wants to get the ball back and get another possession. Washington does get the ball coming out of halftime. Oh, it's a Wildcat with Bill. Bill's going to keep it. There's a flag down. It's either an illegal formation or Denver was offside. It's the former. It's on Washington. Legal formation. That flag flew right at the snap, and it is going to be on the Commanders. Land Clark, the referee, seeing what Sean Payton wants to do. Yeah, they have. It's definitely been mostly Washington here in this first half. Yep. Okay, so they failed to report as eligible. Brandon Coleman, the guilty party. Anytime you got a lineman coming in and he's gonna line up in a eligible position, you've got to report as eligible. Did Denver take the penalty or did they decline it? Yeah, there's a little bit of a hesitation on the run by Bill right there. You know, and I remember 49ers fans were warning us about that, but he's been so incredible, I can't really get mad about it. Okay, so they did take the penalty. Denver's taking another timeout. They've got one left. The clock is stopped. 2:42. First and 15 for the Commanders at the 16. So they can get a first down without getting the touchdown. Mariota, nowhere to go. They tried the quarterback draw, and Zach Allen completely levels him. Commanders' offensive line doesn't like it, but Zach Allen, Mariota just ran right into him. Uh-oh. We got some extracurriculars.
Easy play there, trying to keep up with everything going on at the field.
No penalties. Sounded like there was some extracurricular activity after the play. We got a flag. It's usually the second guy that they get. We'll see who this is on. This could be an automatic first down for the Commanders if this is on Denver. What do we got, Land? Benito. Automatic first down, Commanders. So he comes in. Here's the replay of it. And he tries to pull Biotish out of the pile. Come on, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Black Lightning. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the $2. Love the live. Thank you. Oh, man, that's frustrating. And you just gifted them an automatic first down. Came in and tried to rip Tyler Biotish, the Commanders center, out of the pile. Just can't do it, man. You just cannot do that. First down and goal. These Denver penalties are shooting them in the foot. Right up the gut, Rodriguez. Touchdown, Washington. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Right up the gut. Freaking horrible penalty on Benito. This defense is undisciplined. This team is playing like garbage coming out of the bye. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage, man.
This is exactly what Dan Quinn wanted to accomplish.
Here's Jake Moody for the extra point. Be good for one of his trademark misses right about now. Nope, right down the pipe. 7-6. Washington takes the lead. You got a 2nd and 15 from the 16, and you give up that crap. Seriously. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Might be one of those games. There's still a lot of time left, but this is not looking good. This team wants to be in the Super Bowl, my ass. Again, undisciplined football team. Sean Payton does not know how to keep his players accountable for anything. I agree. The lack of discipline week in and week out on this football team is ridiculous. There are a lot of other coaches that wouldn't stand for this. Like, guys who commit these penalties would be benched or off the team. The fact that the Broncos continue to stand for this over and over and over again, horrible. Home field is a real thing. Both teams off a bye. This team is committing stupid penalties, and that's the most frustrating thing. You're coming off a bye, and you look so bad. Let's go Niners. That man says this team is not disciplined, and even Kay Adams pointed it out. I mean, it's just so apparent each and every week. And it's a surprise because Sean Payton is an old school coach coming from the Bill Parcells tree. I'm surprised he stands for this each and every single week. Yeah, it seems Riley is hurt. I need to check on that and see what the injury might be. Let's see if the Broncos have reported anything yet. The Broncos haven't reported anything official on Riley Moss yet, but it was Chris Abrams' drain in on that last drive, so that's something to keep an eye on, but my God, man. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. The lack of frustration is frustrating. Super Bowl, wait, make the playoffs. I get it. I mean, they technically haven't punched their ticket yet, but it would take an epic collapse for this team to not make the playoffs. But the way they're playing, they are in serious danger of going one and done in the playoffs, which we obviously don't want. I mean, on paper, this is statistically the worst defense in the NFL in terms of pass and rushing. And Denver is playing down to their competition.
There's no definition for power in a little bit. But at some point, football common sense has to take over. You have, as Chris said, you have to have more than one person for a pile. And it's illegal to pull a player off.
I do think Sean wants them to be aggressive, so I understand the penalties. The 2015 Seahawks did lead the league in penalties the year of the Super Bowl. Yeah, I get it, but still. You put yourself in these bad situations way too often, and that one cost you. That one cost you at least 4 points.
You're going to be defining piles of plural now.
I mean, there's no such thing as an easy game in the NFL, but Denver is certainly not making it easier on themselves as the return by Bidet. 2:14, one timeout, and the 2-minute warning to work with. I mean, no matter what, Benito can't do that. I don't care if it's offsetting penalty or a penalty on the Broncos. It shouldn't. You shouldn't be in that situation. You should not be in that situation. Shooting yourself in the foot. Yes, Justin Herbert is having to have surgery on his non-throwing hand. We don't know if he's going to miss any time yet. Jim Harbaugh says they're going to see how the week goes after he has the surgery. Nick's a little shaky. 7 for 14, 82 yards. He comes underneath right there and has a completion to Harvey. Nice effort by Harvey. He's going to get 7 yards. They're not going to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. So this is the 2-minute warning with the Broncos trailing 6-7. Bad. Just really, really bad on both sides of the ball. Way too shaky from Bo Nix. The run game hasn't been good. The defense has been shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. They've been getting exploited on RPOs. They've had some missed tackles. It's just been a cacophony of bullcrap in this game so far. That personal foul was BS. At the end of the day, you just can't put yourself in that situation. You can't rip a guy off the pile like that. Score a touchdown and make me believe again. They got to get something going on this drive. Washington gets the ball coming out of halftime, and they might have a chance to pull away in this game if Denver doesn't get a score here. Not good. If the defense is having an off night and our offense is absent, we will lose. Yeah, they've got to get it corrected and fast. If they don't, they are in serious danger. Give Bo easy plays, baby, nice and easy. He's left some easy plays on the field in this one. Bo has been really up and down, and it's kind of been more down in this one. A lot of low-scoring games today. The fact that you're going up against such a bad defense and you can't move the ball, that's probably my biggest takeaway from this game. I'm confident that the defense will get their problems figured out, but we've seen these problems from the Broncos offense all season long. We've seen these problems from Bo Nix all season long. The fact that we had this bye week, we had this extended break, and we're still seeing these problems, it's concerning, especially for the long-term future of this team. It is really, really concerning. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick connection reset here since I have a second to do so. I don't want the stream to drop during the halftime, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect for just about 10, 15 seconds, and we'll be right back, guys. I'm going to do that right now. All right, we are back as promised. How is Sean Payton not accountable? Strict to players, even screams to players. If that doesn't mean anything, please explain your reasoning. At the end of the day, man, these penalties wouldn't happen if the coach had accountability. They simply wouldn't happen. Either the people who are committing these penalties would be off the field, or they would just find other players. This stuff wouldn't happen. It's that simple. Good coaches don't let that crap happen. I can understand if it happens here or there, but it happens every single week for the Broncos. The lack of discipline is so frustrating.
We got 10 weeks. Super 7.
Yeah, really bad. Nix rolling, low throw, incomplete for Ingram.
It's the same.
Terrible. 3rd down and 3. Denver is in serious danger. If they don't get a first down, they got to punt this to Commanders. Commanders have got time to get the ball, score, and then they get the ball again to start the second half. That was a low throw. I'm putting that one more on Bo. 3rd and 3. Nix fires underneath, complete. That'll move the chains, Marvin Mims. Von Miller on the tackle. Nix hurries him up. Their own 49-yard line. Nix is 9 for 17. A little bit up, a little bit down. Nix in trouble. Throws it. Incomplete at the feet of a day. Von Miller was breathing down his neck. 2nd and 10. Yeah, I was still behind him, though, man. That was more on Bo. The first one that he dropped, that's 100% on Ingram. I agree, BK. I agree. This is one of, if not the worst passing defense in the NFL, and Bo's not producing. It's really concerning. Fires over the middle, completes underneath to Ingram. Ingram that time makes the catch and tumbles forward for a first down. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. He should have, but the throw should have been on target as well. It can go both ways. 1st and 10. Regardless, they both make up for it with a connection there. Fires, slant, first down, Cortland Sutton down to the 25. All right, now we're getting into tempo here. We're under a minute left to play. We still got one timeout, trying to preserve it. Just stay in rhythm, get another first down. Nix fires, comes underneath, it's complete. Ingram tumbling forward, gain of 8 to the 39, and now Sean will spin that timeout. All right, they're moving, they're going. It's been a good drive so far, but we've got to cash in and get a touchdown. Washington gets the ball coming out of halftime, so we've got to get a touchdown. Bo looking a little bit more comfortable during this 2-minute period as well, which is good to see. Standing in, making the throws that he needs to make. Got to cash in. Denver's out of timeouts, 39 seconds, so you've got to be aware of the clock as well. Denver looking to win their 9th straight game. Trying to stay up there with New England. New England plays tomorrow night. They play against the New York Giants. That game has heavy implications for the Denver Broncos. Second down and 3. 3 receivers in a bunch formation at the top of the screen. Got to be careful here. Nix outside, complete. Ingram, so he's making a couple of catches since that drop. And that's going to bring up a first down, out of bounds, stopping the clock at 34 seconds. This has been a strong drive for Bo Nix. Got to find a way to cash in, though. Got to be smart. You got a field goal in your back pocket, but you're thinking a touchdown here. First down and 10 for Denver at the Commanders' 11. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. He comes underneath to Bidet, and Bidet is out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. He gets popped out of bounds. The Denver fans in the crowd don't like it. They want a penalty for the late hit.
Been an easy year for any of these defenders, but something like that just every once.
What did you want me to do with the game clock? Did you want me to tell you when the clock lines up or what? All right, second and 10. Denver with 28 seconds. They're out of timeouts. Washington, for whatever it's worth, has 2. You've got to be smart here. Nix in trouble. He's going to throw it. Touchdown! As he was going down, he throws a touchdown to Cortland Sutton. Let's go! Bo Nix, he was getting hit, nearly got wrapped up, almost looked like he was throwing it away, but gets it out. Really great drive from Bo Nix. Beautiful, beautiful drive. They went up-tempo for a good chunk of it. It looked like Preston Smith had him for a sack, but as he was falling down, he throws a pinpoint accurate pass to Cortland Sutton. Ooh, Smith just about had him. Ball came out before his knee hit the ground. Extra point by Will Lutz is good. And the Denver Broncos take the lead back. There we go. That is exactly what this offense needed, and that's exactly what Bo Nix needed. That is exactly what we needed right there. Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. Show what time you have in the game clock. I can't show it on my screen. I don't have a way to bring that in, but I'll try to tell you as best I can. If Mahomes made that throw, the media would have been all over it. Yeah, for sure. Now, that's a little Mahomey. That was a little Mahomey. It really was. There we go. I feel that's what we need to do is more high tempo. We'll see if they lean more into it because they have been good with it. Thank gosh. Way to answer back. Okay, Bo leave again. We are so much better in 2-minute drills than the rest of the half. Bo's clutch gene kicks in. That was an excellent drive. Did have the miss to Evan Ingram, but outside of that, he was surgical. He was precise, delivered the ball on time, in rhythm, in structure, and made a nice out-of-structure play right there. That's what the man does. He does not get sacked. He finds every way possible to not get sacked. And right there, he made a beautiful improv throw That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous by Bo Nix. Nice catch by Cortland Sutton. As BK says, finally using Evan Ingram. He had a couple of clutch catches on that drive, so got to give him credit where it's due as well. He did come up clutch right there. That was nice. Dink and dunk is Bo's game. Hey, man, you can win dink and dunking. Tom Brady was a dink and dunk quarterback. It's the old adage, you can't go broke taking a profit. That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If we can get a pick next half, yes. Already got one pick in the first half, but Denver's just trying to get more turnovers on the board, so hopefully they can get another one here. Maybe I'm excited. Do we actually got a touchdown? Put the game is over. So, yeah, Washington pack it up. Yeah, I mean, this was exactly what Denver needed. That was an excellent, surgical, methodical drive. Bo Nix, that's what he needed. He looked good on that drive. So hopefully Denver can build off of that. Washington does have 2 timeouts, but they don't have a lot of time left on the clock. I'll tell you in just 1 second how much time is left on the clock once they show it. And again, guys, we will be going to halftime for a brief intermission, so you guys need to use the restroom, refresh your beverage, take a bong rip. I will be doing all 3 of the above. 23 seconds for the Commanders and 2 timeouts, so we'll see how aggressive they want to be, down 6. Deebo Samuel is going to bring this one out, and Samuel gets a block. Samuel spinning. Samuel across the 35. Oh, the ball came out. Ball. Get on it. Looks like Washington might be on the bottom of the pile, but let's see how they rule it. Denver ball. And it's Washington ball. Bummer. Yeah, Jeremy McNichols, he sucked it in for the Commanders. So Denver almost had an opportunity right there. Maybe put 3 more points on the board, but it doesn't materialize. Oh, that would have been huge, man. Yeah, that ball's definitely out, but Washington was able to recover it. Yeah, McNichols and Samuel were both at the bottom of that pile, so Denver didn't really have a chance at it. That sucks. That would have been huge, man. Denver would have been in field goal range. They could have made it a 2-score game, but Washington's not going to screw with this. They're going to take a knee. They're going to halftime. All right, Broncos country, since they're going to halftime, we're going to halftime. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, nope, that's my graphic from the last game. All right. Denver nursing a 6-point lead. It's been a frustrating first half, but Denver does have the lead. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back for second half. All right, Broncos country. We are back for second half action from Landover, Maryland, as your Denver Broncos are nursing a 13-7 lead over the Washington Commanders. Let's go ahead and switch that. There we go. All right, guys. That was an up and down first half, to say the least. The Broncos came out a bit slow. There were some penalties on offense, or some penalties on defense. Offensively, Bo Nix was a little bit shaky. The run game's been shaky pretty much this whole game for the Denver Broncos. The penalties on the defensive side were really frustrating. They struggled stopping the run. They struggled on RPO plays. But ultimately, they only allowed Washington to score one touchdown. And then at the end of the half, Denver had a beautiful 2-minute drill. They went downfield, and Bo Nix had one of the best touchdown passes that you will ever see. As he was going down, his knee was just barely up off the ground when he threw that pass. Pinpoint accurate to Cortland Sutton. It looked almost like a Patrick Mahomes throw. It really did. It was a special, high-end, franchise caliber throw. Moss is back. Yes, Riley Moss got shaken up in the first half, but he is back out there, so that's really good to see. Jay says, we need more passes to Court. This offense has to stay in hurry-up mode. That's the only situation where this offense goes off. Hopefully, that's what Sean Payton does. Here's Will Lutz to kick off. Washington does get the ball to start the second half. Stack the line, cover tight ends. That's Washington's only game plan. Run and tight end passes. Come on, defense. Deebo Samuel on the return. Gets hit at the 27-yard line. B-Rock also says Moss is back.
Marcus Mariota and offense in the first half.
You know, we just got to the run action. That's going to be where the big plays.
All right, let's go.
Stay committed in the run game.
Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Be sure to smash the like as well as subscribe. And if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member. The link is in the description below. Turtle says finish tackles. Yes, that was another problem in the first half of the defense. They weren't wrapping up and finishing on their tackles. Got to see that in this second half. 1st and 10 for the Commanders from the 28. It's going to be a handoff to Chris Rodriguez, and he's got a nice run to start off. Gets to the second level for a gain of 5. So already here in this second half, Denver having issues stopping the run. That's something they're really going to need to lean into if they want to win this game. 2nd down and 4. Call it a gain of 6 on that first run of the second half. Motion man is Jalen Lane. Riley Moss follows. Mariota fires. Left side, it's caught. Zach Ertz. So we had Ertz kill us in that first half a little bit, and he gets a big catch there, working on Talanoa Hufanga, and another first down for the Commanders. It's not been a very good day for the defense so far. Yep. That's just rough for Hufanga. Gets completely out of position. Good route by Zach Ertz. 1st down and 10 for the Commanders from the Denver 48. Hard count. Did they blow the flag? They did. Free play underneath Ertz. 1st down and more. And Ertz is finally tackled by Singleton at the 36. And that was a free play. Zach Allen was offside on that play. Horrible start to the second half for the defense. Horrible. They are not playing well today on that side of the ball. And if the defense is having an off day, Denver might be in trouble.
Still being pretty cautious on the back end.
Champ says put Barron on Ertz. I mean, that's a possibility at this point. He's been killing him. 1st down and 10. Motion of the tight end in the backfield. Handed off to Rodriguez. No, Mariota's going to keep it. Denver over pursued. And Marcus Mariota with yet another 1st down. He might be a little slow to get up. Yeah, a little shaken up. He's popped up to his feet. But this defense has not been good, man. They have not been good at all today. Yep, they over-pursued. Zach Allen thought he had a tackle in the backfield, but Mariota pulled it out on the RPO. Or on the read option, I should say. Yeah, this defense is looking really bad. They are looking really bad right now. First down and 10 from the Denver 17. Just got it away, and they hand it off. Not much on that play. Good defense by Denver. DJ Jones was in on that stuff. Second down and 9.
Just under 500 is 5 years starting there, and then bounced around with a couple of stops back up.
See if Denver can hold Washington to a field goal. Like we say, this is the area where Denver usually does their best on defense. Still, though, man, you can't let them keep getting down here. You've got to get more stops between the 20s. Second and 9. Throw screen. It's complete to McNichols. He's going nowhere. Well played by Jaquan McMillan. Really well done. He's been fantastic this year. And that brings up third down for the Commanders. Yeah, they're great at playing down to their competition, and it's frustrating. Good thing Jaden isn't playing. Hell, I almost feel like they'd play better if Jaden were playing. That's typically how it's been working for this Broncos team. All right, third and 9. Here we go. Can they get another red zone stop? 11 and a half to play in the third quarter. They fake it. Mariota over the middle. Caught. First down. Another RPO. It was Terry McLaurin that time. First and goal for the Commanders. These RPOs have been killing us.
Watch him just go in there and sit down. He realizes
Marcus took a second to pull that one out, and then he hesitated and threw it on that window. It was open. Puts it right on him, man. Nice catch going low by Terry McLaurin. First and goal from the 3.5-yard line. Wildcat with Deebo Samuel. He's going to take it, and he's going nowhere. Jonathan Cooper was all over that. Several other Broncos were there as well, but Coop got the most of that one. Lost on the play, second and goal. That whole week off last week is showing. Yeah, a little bit. Too rusty on the defensive side of the ball, man.
I know what they're doing. They're waiting for the linemen and get orders and all that stuff, but
second and goal. Can Denver get a stop? Vance Joseph and Cliff Kingsbury, they actually worked together in Arizona. Vance was with Cliff Kingsbury's defensive coordinator. End zone, incomplete. Too high for McLaurin. Surtain on the coverage. But yeah, VJ, he was Cliff Kingsbury's defensive coordinator when Kingsbury was the Cardinals head coach. So they're both very familiar with each other. They're familiar with each other's scheme. So that might be why we're seeing Washington move the ball so well. And it's something I didn't think about until now when they showed them on the camera at the same time. I didn't think about that until literally right now. It actually makes a ton of sense. Third down and goal. Mariota floats it upstairs. Oh, Jesus. One-handed catch. Treylon Burks. Touchdown, Washington. You just got to tip your cap to Treylon Burks on that one. That was just nothing short of amazing. On Riley Moss, who was, as usual, in perfect position. That was just a insane one-handed hit. Oh, my God, dude. What? How? That was OBJ-esque right there, man. What an insane one-handed catch. You can't even get mad at that. That was just beautifully done. And the extra point, ooh, almost missed it, but Jake Moody leaks it in, and Washington takes the lead back. Woo, man. That was nasty. Moss got mossed. You can't even get mad at that. That was a perfect throw, a perfect catch. Riley Moss was in perfect position. Literally, he could not have played that any better. But You got to tip your hat to Treylon Burks, man. That was freaking nasty. Absolutely nasty. Mariota is torching this defense. Am I really seeing this garbage? Like I said, Cliff Kingsbury is very familiar with Vance Joseph's defensive scheme, so he knows how to attack it. We got Joshua who says Duval, so clearly he is a Jags fan. 76 starts early, nearly every snap. Yeah, I've been kind of seeing that too. Moss got mossed, go figure. If I were neutral, I would have been hyped. I mean, that was just nasty. Nothing short of it. Yep, former first rounder Treylon Burks. Probably the best catch of his career right there. I mean, even if he had more length on that, I don't know if he would have had a chance. That was just an incredible high point by Burks. Yeah, he got mossed. What do you expect him to do right there? Seriously, he was in perfect position. There was nothing that Moss could have done on that play. Absolutely nothing. No one could have stopped that, like Snarf Bucket points out. People forget that Marcus is also a first rounder for sure. For sure. Riley couldn't stop that. That was just a great catch. Jersey grab going down. I mean, I didn't see it, but Riley, there's really nothing he could have done right there. If this is how our defense is going to play the rest of the game, we'll lose. Offense is going to have to keep up. We'll see if Sean Payton wants to use more up-tempo moving forward. Marcus can probably still start. Look at Darnold needs the right fit. I agree. His last true opportunity to be a starter was under Arthur Smith in Atlanta. That wasn't a good situation at all. I do think there's something there with Mariota. He's played well in these starts for the Commanders. What a catch. Moss was in good position. Upset weekend, but it's not good game so far. Let's go. Who wants it more? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was reminiscent of the OBJ one-handed catch. They're showing it on the screen right now. Credit where credit is due. Amazing catch. It really was. No, that's not on Riley at all, man. He's in perfect position. There's nothing he could have done on that. Absolutely nothing. That's just freaking insane by Treylon Burks. And Jaden Daniels absolutely loves it. Bo Nix also quite impressed. He knows how improbable of a play that was. Hats off to Treylon Burks. Here's Marvin Mims on the return, and Mims squirting through the gap down to the 29-yard line. All right, here we go, offense. Last time Bo Nix touched the ball, had an incredible drive and an incredible touchdown pass. Yeah, Bo, these sidearm throws, man, he can deliver them. Ooh, and that one, man, the touchdown throw was gorgeous. Yeah, Bo was impressed. I thought that pass was going to be too high. I mean, Treylon Burks is a giant target. All right, Denver starts at their own 28. Evan Ingram goes in motion at the snap. They toss it to the left side to McLaughlin. And Jaleel tumbling forward for a gain of 2. To the 30-yard line, second down and 8. There's a big-time drive right here for Denver, trying to get the lead back. Literally, there was nothing Riley could have done. Even a tall corner wouldn't have been able to stop that. Like, the tallest corner in the game right now, I don't think would have been able to stop that.
So you're saying Moss got lost?
Very good.
He did.
That was Burke's second career touchdown catch. That was a good. That's a pretty good second.
Yep. Second down and 8.
Second touchdown catch.
Fake it. Nix rolling to his right. Nix looking downfield. Nix fires against the grain. It's dropped by Pat Bryant. Nix put it on him. Bryant couldn't hold on. Now it's a third down and 8. It was a pretty good throw on the run right there. Bryant needs to hold on to that. They might be a little bit. I don't think Denver expected this. They are playing well on the offensive side of the ball. especially these past couple of drives, but they got to convert on this 3rd down and 8. Big 3rd down right here. Nix working his cadence. Got to go. 4, 3, 2. They get it away. Pressure's coming. They pick it up. Nix is going to run for it. He's got the 1st down with ease, and he's going to go down inside the 40-yard line to about the 42. Nice job by Bo Nix. Didn't like what he had downfield. Wide open rushing lane. He took it, and we all know Bo is special when he's got the ball in his hands. Yep, they brought pressure and left a wide open rushing lane. Bo saw it and said, "Thank you very much. I'll take that 1st down."
You don't see many more man coverage, blitz type things.
Bo really is special when he's carrying the ball. Yeah, you have to catch that. That was one that needed to be caught. Here goes Mims. A little trickery there, and he's going to get 9. They're trying to get him more involved. Yeah, that was a rough drop for the rookie, man. Making Bo look worse than he was on this drive. Great protection, absolutely.
That has really propelled this team and helped them win some games.
It's battle of the trenches, baby. That's who's going to come away victorious in this one. 2nd and 1. They toss it. Oh, they're running a reverse. Back to Nix. Nix comes underneath, and it's dropped again by R.J. Harvey. Probably wouldn't have gone anywhere. Bobby Wagner was all over him. Seemed like they wanted to take a deep shot. It wasn't there, so Nix decided to check it down. Now it's 3rd down and 1. That's the right time to pop out a play like that. It's 2nd down and 1. Doesn't work out. You can come back and move the chains here on 3rd down. So I think Denver handled that well. The clock is stopped at 7:35 in the 3rd quarter. I think they wanted to go deep downfield. Washington played it well. It's 3rd and 1, and they're coming out with a shotgun formation. I don't know if I like that. Harvey, no, Nix is going to pull it down. Nix trying to direct traffic, throws across the grain. High throw, caught. Oh, that was a dangerous throw by Nix, but it was caught by Bryant for the 1st down. We do have laundry, though. We've got to check it. Oh, dude, that was just insane. That's like one of those, no, yes. Was he beyond the line of scrimmage? That might be the thing here. He's had an issue with that a few times before. What do we got, Land Clark? Oh, no, it was a pick on Troutman. And an offensive hold on Pat Bryant. That's the one that they're going to take. 10 yards, 3rd down. So Pat Bryant had the catch, but he was also holding earlier in the down, and there was an illegal pick on Adam Troutman. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long, and Von Miller checks in for the Commanders. It's going to be a 3rd down and 10. Denver's having some issues getting aligned. See what they want to do. How aggressive. He's dropping back. Nix looking downfield. Fires downfield. Caught! 1st down, Cortland Sutton. Goes down to his knees to catch it. Bo Nix again, man. No flag on this play, and Denver moves the chains. Let's fucking go! Let's go, baby. A little double move. Turkey hole shot. Oh, gorgeous stuff, man. From the Washington 29, Nix comes underneath to the 25-yard line, out of bounds, gain of 4. Evan Ingram outside. Woo! Bo Nix making stuff happen in this one. Ooh, man. And the O-line has been nails in this one. Absolute nails. Granted, the Commanders don't have a great pass rush, but still, Bo Nix has been kept upright for the good chunk of this game. 2nd down and 6. From the 25 of the Commanders. Jaleel, not much room, and Jaleel gets back to the line. 3rd down. You'd hate to have to settle for a field goal here. If Denver does get a touchdown, I'm thinking about going for 2. We'll see what Sean wants to do, but it might be worth the risk. 3rd down and 5. Yeah, you'd like to see him just take the hole and hit it, you know? 3rd down and 5. That was something that J.K. Dobbins did so well. You didn't see him hesitate. He was patient, but he wasn't hesitant, if you know what I mean. Slant! Bryant! Bryant still going! 1st and goal inside the 5. Let's go! Denver is moving the ball really well on this drive, and like I said, you got to think about maybe going for 2 here. Make it a 7-point game. Yeah, little slant, little pick route. Nothing illegal about that. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. This has been a good game. Denver's starting to turn it on, baby. This is what I wanted to see from them early. Feels like they're finally knocking off the rust from the bye week. 1st down and goal. Run it. Up the gut. Harvey. Is he in? Got right to the goal line. They're going to say he's stopped short. They're going to say he stopped at the half-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here we go, baby. Give it right back to him. Right back to him. Been a 10-play, 71-yard drive. Taking over 5.5 minutes off the clock.
This offense is now revolving around it. Let's take a look and see what
Did he break the play? That's close. I don't think he did. 2nd and goal. It's going to be Harvey again. This time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey with a rushing touchdown. Let's go, baby. Let's see what Denver wants to do. They're up by 5. Are they going to kick the extra point or are they going to go for 2? Prentice leading the way, and Harvey able to slither his way in. Nice job by Denver, and they are winning the battle of the trenches. Sean's going to be conservative. He's going to kick the extra point with Lutz. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. The Denver Broncos take a 20-14 lead in this back-and-forth game. Really, really nice drive by the Broncos. Some surgical throws again by Bo Nix on this drive. Really, really awesome stuff right there, man. Really awesome stuff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and reset my connection, guys. So we're going to lose the stream for like 15, 20 seconds, and then I'll be right back having to route it through my mobile hotspot. So I'm going to do that right now since we're in a TV timeout. I'll be right back. Oh, boom shakalaka. That took just a few seconds, and we are back. Offense is showing up. That was a really nice drive. Their last 2 drives have been money. Absolute money. And Bo Nix, excellent bounce back. A little shaky to start this game off, but ever since, he has been money. On time, in rhythm, made some nice plays out of rhythm as well. He has been awesome. Beautiful drive. Yeah, really, really nice. Can't believe the defense is getting outplayed by the offense. Yeah, man, it's just one of those games. The defense has not been good. We'll see if they're able to step up, and I'm confident in them. I think they're going to step up. They have shown many times that even when they're down, they are never out. So I'm not worried about this defense overall. It's just good to see that the offense is pulling their weight in this game. Really, really good to see. Bo really stepped up this half. He's been surgical. Really, ever since the 2-minute drive to end the first half, Bo has been really, really good. He's been calm, well done so far, and I like how his feet have looked in this game. You haven't seen him really get happy feet too much. Sure, he's gotten out of structure and has had to make some plays when his feet haven't been set, but They've been more like true out of structure plays as opposed to both screwing up a play in structure, if that makes any sense. Moss was good in coverage, but what a catch by Burks. I mean, you just got to tip your cap to Burks in that situation. There was literally nothing that Riley Moss could have done. He was in perfect position. He was right there where he needed to be, and Burks just made a more physical play. Haven't seen a sack yet. Personally, I'm tired of hearing about breaking that Bears sack record. I want to say we did get a sack earlier. I know we had one that was close. Marcus Mariota was able to get the throw away before Nick Benito wrapped him up. So they've had some opportunities in this game. And we finally saw him come away with a turnover in this one. Dre Greenlaw had that first half interception. Hopefully we can see some more turnovers here in this half for this Broncos defense. Deebo Samuel on the return. And Samuel is brought down at the 25. All right, this is a big opportunity right here for the defense. They've got to get off the field. They got to find a way to get a stop in between the 20s. I do not want Washington to get points on this drive. Big, big opportunity right here for this defense. Not how you start, it's how you finish. Appreciate it, MMA, really do. First down and 10, and Commanders, they do a lot of their offense out of shotgun. Setting up a screen here to McNichols, and Denver blows that up. Jonathan Cooper catches him from behind. No gain on the play. WIZ says 3 and out would be nice. You got to pressure him. So that was a good first down play, stopping that screen by Jonathan Cooper. Second down here now for the Commanders. Clock ticking inside 3.5 left to play in this third quarter. This has been a fast-moving game, to be honest. Denver's had a couple of long drives, so has Washington. It's moved the clock pretty nicely. Second down and 10. Denver's in single high coverage. Mariota fires over the middle. Oh, what a catch. Going up for it is McLaurin. Singleton makes the tackle. Another first down for the Commanders. Washington is really moving the ball. And like I said, Cliff Kingsbury is very familiar with the weaknesses and the strengths of Vance Joseph's defense. Went up against it in practice all the time. So it's kind of not really a surprise, actually, that Washington's moving the ball well. And it's something I didn't think about until now, or until a little earlier when they showed it. McNichols bounces off. McNichols! Gain of 6 on that run. Again, Denver had an opportunity to stop him in the backfield. He bounced out of it. And they net a positive run. Denver has really, really struggled defending the run in this one. Mariota has also looked good, but I'd say the big issue for Denver in this game has been stopping the Commanders' run game. Second down and 5. 3 tight ends in for the Commanders. From the midfield stripe. Handoff. Gain of 1. DJ Jones was in there. And I believe that was McNichols on the carry. Yes, it was. Oh, shit. Who is it? It's DJ Jones. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Jones down in his stomach. We will take a TV timeout. That would be absolutely devastating if we lost him long term. Tackling is well underperforming. Agreed. It's the missed tackling that are pissing. It's the missed tackles that are pissing me off. This is 2023 stuff. Yep. Oh yeah. This is 2023 stuff, man. The missed tackles, the bad discipline on defense. We all know how much I despise the 2023 defense. So hopefully we're not turning back into that. I have confidence that we're going to get back into shape, though. This defense has made more plays this season than they haven't. So I'm not worried about this defense long-term at all. Tackling has been awful, though. Pressure rate is at 5%. What a joke. That is concerning. That is definitely concerning. We need a sack. Obviously not good there with the DJ injury. Let me go ahead and, where's my phone? Here it is. Go ahead and without my phone here and see if I can find an update on DJ Jones. They don't finish tackles until red zone by then. Too late. And now an injury. Undisciplined AF. Yep. Really frustrating to watch. But at the end of the day, Denver does still hold the lead. And the defense has gotten stops in the red zone for the most part. So you do like to see that. Excuse me. Bronco chants in the stadium. Yes. Yes, there are a lot of Broncos fans there. Nikki Jabala, former Broncos reporter, now Commanders reporter, she tweeted out a picture of the stadium, and there's a lot of orange and blue. All right, DJ Jones is walking off in his own, but he's going slowly. He's holding his right arm straight, so I'm worried about maybe a shoulder or possibly an elbow injury, something like that. Hopefully DJ Jones is okay. Figure this is going to extend Malcolm Roach's snap count a little bit if he can't go. I mean, I don't think Jefferson's going to be available. No matter what happens in Minnesota, they're not going to trade him. No matter what they get in the draft for him in terms of picks, it wouldn't be equivalent to what he brings to that team, so he's not going anywhere. Would be cool to have him here in Denver, though.
A little bit better.
All right, so DJ Jones is in the medical tent.
10 years and a week ago tonight with the catch.
Man, you know that your catch is good whenever you're being compared to Odell Beckham Jr. And OBJ saw that Treylon Burks catch as well. That's just nutty stuff, man. It really is. For sure. I mean, I'm dreaming too. I'd love to have Jettis here. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Commanders. From the Denver 49. Oh, false start. Oh, yeah, they got it. They got it. Laramie Tunsil moved early. That was really easy to see. So that'll back him up 5 more yards. That penalty definitely helps. Laramie Tunsil, franchise left tackle. Does rack up some penalties, but you'll take the penalties if that means that you're going to keep your quarterback upright. Third down and 9. McNichols motion to the backfield. Trips left for the Commanders. Stunt coming for Denver. Mariota chucks it upstairs. Overthrown. Burks had a step, but Mariota got hit as he threw it. 4th down, and Denver finally gets a stop. We needed that, baby. We needed that big time. Bo Nix getting ready to work. All Denver needs is a field goal, and they'll be up by 2 scores. So that penalty on Laramie Tunsil comes back to bite the Commanders. Zach Allen with the hit on Marcus Mariota. Allen gets all kinds of crazy quarterback hits. 4th down and 9. Here's Tress Way to punt it away for the Commanders.
40% of his punts career.
Ooh, that was almost a delay of game. Way's punt. We'll let it bounce, and it's going to die at the 14-yard line. So Denver will take over there. Good stop by the defense. That is exactly what we needed. Zach Allen racks up another QB hit. I want to say he's towards the top in the NFL in terms of QB hits right now. So that's something that you really love to see. He had him if he wasn't pressured. Yeah, he did. So really good job right there from Zach Allen. That might have saved a touchdown. No field goal, need a touchdown. I agree, but I'll even take a field goal right now. That'll put you up by 2 scores. You want to make this a 2-score game. That way Washington's in trail mode from this point forward. Defense stepped up. Yep, we needed that. I think we've got 1, but I could be wrong. We have not been generating much pressure in this game. There, they got pressure at least. They were able to get a hit on Marcus Mariota, and that affected the play. Score here and pin their ears back? Yes. You definitely need to score. I don't care what kind of score it is. Of course, you would prefer the touchdown, but I will take a field goal here. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. I didn't want to say for sure because I didn't have the number in front of me, but that's what I thought. Yeah, we do have one sack. I remember we got one earlier and would have had two. Nick Benito almost got to Marcus Mariota, but he was able to get the ball away at the last second to his tight end. Too much hype on this defense by far. Houston, Seattle defense better than ours. I don't know if I'd agree with that. Our defense is just kind of having an off day. Overall, I think they're right up there with Houston and Seattle. Allen's a beast. Yeah, he really is. Tunsil's false started a few times already. They finally called it. Yeah, we saw it. You could see him rocking back a little bit and moving maybe a half count too early. This last one was really blatant. Like, it was very clear. We got Glenn Hauser in the house, my co-host on the 5280 podcast. Good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. Obviously, this has been a little bit of an up and down game, but Denver's really starting to turn it on, and hopefully they can pull away here in this third quarter. Yeah, exactly. Our defense is top 5, and in a bunch of categories, they're number 1. So this defense is truly elite. They're just having a bad day. Need another touchdown this drive. Need to go up 2 scores. Let's go Broncos country. Again, I'll take a field goal, but touchdown would be ideal. We are back in Washington. Run defense is concerning. We'll have to see if DJ Jones is able to come back into this game. That would be a really devastating loss for the run defense. But Denver, with 44 seconds left in the third quarter, has got a first down and 10 with a big opportunity here to make this a 2-score game. They start at their own 14-yard line. I formation, hand off to Harvey, and Harvey, again, just dances at the line and finally surges forward for a yard. Denver doesn't have to run another play before the end of the quarter if they don't want to. Yes, David, you can. You definitely can. Sean Payton's got "run it" written at the top of his play sheet. Looks like Denver is going to get up to the line and at least look like they're going to run another play. Let's see if they do, if they just want to try to draw them off sides. They do run a play. Nick's dropping back. Nick's rolling out to his right. Nick's directing traffic. Nick's throwing against the grain, and Nick's complete. Pat Bryant. Dude, Nick's is having a really good day. Like, he has turned it on since the second quarter. That was a surgical throw, dude. Bo is making some seriously good throws in this game. This is what I wanted to see, man. I am really impressed. What a crazy thing how offense clicks and defense is not looking too good. I just think the defense is rusty, and like we talked about, Vance Joseph and Cliff Kingsbury work together in Arizona. Cliff knows the ins and outs of Vance Joseph's defense, the strengths, the weaknesses. So I'm not exactly surprised that the Commanders are moving the ball well against this Broncos defense, but still, Denver is finding a way to get stops when it matters most. That is the most important thing. Go ahead and change this to quarter 4. As the Denver Broncos are nursing a 6-point lead. Pat Bryant in the third is looking to be a steal. Yeah, for sure, man. He's been awesome, and he's become a dependable weapon in this passing game, which is really good to see. I love seeing the Bo Nix to Pat Bryant connection, and it's just starting to heat up. That's the scary part. Bo's looked excellent throwing on the run today. I mean, absolutely excellent. Mariota's just getting rid of the ball super fast. Not every quarterback is going to be able to do that with the same efficiency, for sure. And that's what we saw from like Daniel Jones and Justin Herbert. That's how those guys were able to counteract the Broncos pass rush. So, yeah, I think that is something Mariota has done at a high level. No update yet, Rodney. My prediction was 28-14. Got to go for 2 after the next touchdown. Honestly, I wanted him to go for 2 after the last one, so I don't know if that's going to be the mindset for Sean Payton in this game. I would prefer if they did. We need our defense to step up. 66 total rushing yards so far. I'm assuming that's how much they've allowed. Obviously, that's not good. Name one player you would take on the offense to put Denver over the top. Are you talking like anybody in the league right now, or are you talking somebody who's realistically available in the offseason? Like, if we're talking anybody in the league, it would be Justin Jefferson. Like, Justin Jefferson on this offense would take it to the next level. But if we're talking somebody who we could realistically get, Alec Pierce of the Indianapolis Colts. He could be a dynamic slot receiver for this team and would be an upgrade over Troy Franklin, in my opinion. So that's a guy who I would love to target in free agency if he becomes available. We need a turnover, pick six, willing it into existence, love it, or willing it into reality. Give me Jonathan Taylor. Yep, that's another really good one. Another really good one. All right. Nick's taking the snap. Fires just a short throw right there on 1st down and 10 for a gain of 2. Portland Sutton. Something's wrong. We're leading in the 4th quarter. I know. It's crazy. I didn't know we could do that. Hopefully, they close it out. Trey McBride, that's another good one. Oh, dude. He'd be a true joker on this offense. Yeah, Pierce would be really nice, man. I'd love Pierce here in Denver. He'd open up our passing game overnight. And that one might be realistic, too. I'm kind of thinking about making a video on Pierce. Next, from the pocket, down the middle, another drop. Pat Bryant. You got to hold on to that one, man. Bo Nix has been surgical, but it's been the victim of a couple of drops tonight. Now it's 3rd down and 8. Big 3rd down. Bo Nix has delivered a couple of fastballs, and the receivers have not been able to hold on. 3rd down and 8. Here we go. Cannot afford to punt this ball back to the Commanders. Trips left. Nix in trouble. Rifles. Oh, no. Intercepted. He threw it right to Bobby Wagner. Oh, no, dude. Oh, he threw that right to Bobby Wagner. That was a terrible interception. Oh, God, bro. See what happened. I don't know if he didn't see him. He was trying to hit the in-breaking route to Evan Ingram. Nope, just never saw him. That was a terrible interception. Oh, man, Bo. Literally threw it right to Wagner. I think that there was a defender. It was Von Miller who might have clouded his vision right there and went right to Bobby Wagner, man. That's a killer. Washington, they get the ball to Denver 36. That was really bad. I'm just going to go with Bowden and see him right there. Mariota hit as he throws, completes. 1st down. It's the tight end. First name is Colson. I can't say his last name on this stream. You can go look it up yourself, but I can't say it on this stream. I know I'll get demonetized if I do. Oh, there you go. Mike Tirico just said it. I hope that doesn't get me demonetized. That was really, really bad by Bo Nix, man. Oh, God, he was playing so well. That might have been a backbreaker, especially with how this defense is playing. Mariota stumbles. Mariota just chucks it up, and he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Damn it, bro. Yep, faked it to Bill Krosky-Mara, and yeah, Mariota just stumbled on that one. 2nd and 10. Mariota, another RPO, dumps it into the flat. Nice tackle. Riley Moss. And now Riley is holding his shoulder. He's down on a knee holding his left shoulder. He gets up, trying to work it out. Pat Surtain returning in this game from a pec injury, and now Riley might be a little bit shaken up. Yes, they are, Chris. Got to find a way to get a stop here. That was just a really bad interception by Bo Nix. It's 3rd down and 8. Mariota floating it, end zone, incomplete. Surtain on McLaurin, no flag. It's 4th down, and Denver gets a stop. Thank God. So the Bo Nix interception, it seems, is only going to cost Denver 3 points pending any bullcrap penalties. They're trying to run the slot fade here. No, that's just hand fighting. They got locked up together. That's both of them initiating contact. That's not a penalty. Jake Moody now for the field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder for Moody. Snap, hold, Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit to 3 points. 20-17. So the Commanders get 3 points off the Bo Nix interception. Denver still leads 20-17. I know it's close, but I feel like there's no way we lose this. I hope so. I mean, I don't think they're going to, but we've got to at least make some more plays here in this quarter. That Nix interception reminded me of Russell Wilson's interception on Christmas. I mean, it was the exact same player. It was a slightly different route on that play, but same player who intercepted it, Bobby Wagner. Defense, uncatchable, Bo Nix redemption time. Yeah, need a big drive from Bo, man. He was cooking on that drive prior to the interception, and he was making that throw with confidence. He just did not see Bobby Wagner lurking underneath. We've been moving the ball, just forget the pick. I'm not worried about Bo. He's got goldfish brain. He's going to flush that pick out of his system. I expect him to come back out slinging like he's been slinging pretty much all day. Nice job, PS2. I hope Riley's okay. Yes, we're going to have to monitor that situation with Riley and his shoulder. Bo needs to read the defense. Let's get back on top. On that interception, I actually think his vision just got clouded. Von Miller wrapped around and got in front of them, and at first it looked like the window was going to be good, but once Vaughn clouded his vision, I don't think he saw Bobby Wagner. So that's just one of those unfortunate ones where you got to flush it quick, you got to move on, and you've got to continue to be aggressive slinging the pill. Run the ball with Harvey and mix up with jet sweep to Mims. We've seen both of those in this game, so we'll see if they keep doing that. I want the Broncos to go after Rico Dowdle. He's a monster. That would be sick. I'd love Rico Dowdle here. J.K. Dobbins, Rico Dowdle is kind of a 1-2 punch in the backfield. Yes, please. And they're showing a commercial for the free throw merchant Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. People talk about next big dynasty in the NBA, and the only dynasty the OKC Thunder are a flopping dynasty. I feel like if they were going to bring Zach Moss in, they would have already done so. He's a free agent. He's been a free agent. So at this point, I think that ship has sailed. Who knows, though? Maybe another injury at running back could force their hand. Obviously, we don't want to see that. Let's get a tutty on this drive for sure. We need a bounce-back drive from Bo Nix after throwing that interception. This game is too close for comfort, man. It really is. Washington's offense has been playing well. Our defense has struggled. Bo Nix had a pretty good game up until that point. Jake Moody to kick off. Mims and Bidet back deep. It will be Mims. And Mims gets it out to the 29. 12:32 left to play in this ball game. Ooh. So we might be down an official in this game. Yeah, Thursday night, the head ref got injured. This guy's the umpire. So the referee's going to have to manage the backfield all by himself, and the umpire's the one who spots the ball. So now it's the referee that's going to have to do that, I would assume.
Offensive backfield by himself. They work the entire line and the quarterback.
Little screen here. Marvin Mims tumbles forward. Short gain, 2 yards. It's definitely showing for Denver. It's not really showing for Washington, though. Way too much rust for the Broncos. But you got to remember, Denver also had the mini bye week. They only played 1 game in a span of 23 days.
And that's true.
I'm sure they've covered at least once or twice this year. Second down and 8. Fires. Caught. And gain of about 5. Pat Bryant. I mean, they covered the spread in their last game because they won. Because the Chiefs were favored in their last game, so that's a spread cover.
You want to see it, right? Let's keep going with
Yep.
this thing.
Keep slinging the pill, man.
Let him know that it doesn't
Let Bo Nix know you have confidence in him. Let's go win this football game. 3rd down and 3. Nix. He's in trouble. Nix. He's caught from behind and sacked. Frankie Louvu. Nix had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go that he liked, and he's going to have to eat it. Denver's going to have to punt it away.
Samoa to the NFL, but not by much. Look how far.
Yeah, Frankie Louvu, man. They didn't pick that up well. Nick's just kind of erratic in the backfield right there. Dropped his eyes, started panicking. That's not a great sack. 4th down and 9. Here's Crawshaw for his 2nd boot. Kick. Nice punt. Let's see where they spot it. Looked like it went out to 25, but they always spot it a little north of there. 27-yard line is where it went out. Not a bad punt right there. That was a bad sack by Nix, though. So he had some nice drives there in the middle of this game, but he's kind of starting to tumble a little bit. This is why they didn't flex the game out. 1 game in 23 days is not good for us. I see hold the lead. Yep. Man, things are starting to get erratic here. Bo Nix is kind of starting to get topsy-turvy. Bad interception and now a bad sack. So hopefully, where's my phone? Here it is. Hopefully he's able to settle down, but now our defense has to go back out there. They're struggling and they're nursing just a 3-point lead. I need to increase my cardiac medication when watching the Broncos. Yeah, for sure. Oh, man. There's never going to be a comfortable game with this team, is there? I mean, we had the Dallas game, but outside of that, oh, man. Should have ran more. Hopefully Denver commits to the ground game a little bit, but it's just been slim pickings there. RJ Harvey hasn't been good. McLaughlin hasn't been great. And then Tyler Bidet, you're not really going to give him the ball a whole lot in the run game. Get your blood pressure meds. It's another one of those games. Yep. And it really shouldn't be. That's the frustrating part. Just too many self-inflicted wounds by the Broncos, from the penalties to the Bo Nix interception. It just needs to get cleaned up. Defense needs a turnover here. We've got one in this game, the Dre Greenlaw interception. Another one here would be nice. At bare minimum, we need to stop. We need to force a punt here. Oh, man. Big stop or pick six, one way or the other. Yeah, Hufanga has been a heat-seeking missile, man. He is all over the field. He flies everywhere.
He sets the tone on this defense time after time with his just raw emotion and ability to make plays just like that.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Commanders from their own 27. Denver needs a stop. Oh, man. Commanders just getting push up front in the run game. Gain of 6, Jeremy McNichols. They are getting a lot of push up front.
It's been just consistent. Continuing to lean into it. That's been dynamic, but they've run it 18 times here tonight.
The moment I hate in the fourth quarter, when we finally going to show up at always last minute. 2nd and 4. From the 32. 9.5 to play in this game. Mariota's going to keep it, and Mariota, he gets stopped. Dre Greenlaw, short gain, but it's also going to bring up a 3rd down and short. Got to get off the field, man. Got to get off the field. Cliff Kingsbury sitting in the play. 3rd down and 2 for this Commanders offense. Denver needs to get off the field. Broncos showing man coverage. Mariota floats it. Incomplete. McMillan in the coverage of Samuel. No flag. And Denver does get off the field. Let's go. 3 and out for the Commanders. Excellent coverage by Jaquan McMillan on that slot fade. Yeah, they just kind of ran a rub play, pick play, whatever you want to call it. Jaquan McMillan handled it beautifully. And now here's Tress Way for another punt. 3 and out. Rodney says, pay McMillan. They dish out a bunch of extensions over the bye. Jaquan was not one of them. He is a restricted free agent, so it's going to be easier to bring him back. Fair catch signaled for by Mims and made at the 20-yard line. 8:42 left to play in this ball game. Denver Broncos nursing a 3-point lead. 2 bad possessions for the offense consecutively. Bo Nix throws an interception. Then he takes a bad sack on 3rd down, and Denver goes 3 and out. Let's hope that this possession goes a little bit better. Bo gets back into rhythm, and we come away with a touchdown here to put us up by 2 scores. We've had opportunities to pull ahead in this game, and we have not taken advantage of them. Please get a touchdown, make this a less stressful end. I know I'd really appreciate it. No matter what happens at the end of this game, though, guys, we will be going live for the post-game press conferences, both Sean Payton and Bo Nix. And once those are done, we'll go live again for the post-game shows. So hopefully you guys can tune in. I know there are going to be some frustrations that we're going to vent about regardless of the outcome of this game. You were expecting Denver to look a lot smoother, look a lot more disciplined if they were coming off a bye week, which they were, and they just haven't looked like that so far. The rust has been very apparent. Bo can't afford to take another sack or a turnover. No, we cannot afford any negative plays moving forward. Being a Broncos fan is not good if you have anxiety. I feel that. I definitely feel that. So, yeah, this is a big possession coming up for this Broncos offense. It's been up, it's been down in this game. We've got to finish it out the right way. Oh, boy. Denver Broncos, they are looking for their 9th consecutive victory. They're looking to move to 10-2 on the season. Really, really, really big stretch coming up. Got the Raiders next week on the road. Then we return home to face off against the Green Bay Packers. Then we've got another home date after that with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So some really, really important games coming up. If Denver finishes out this game with a dub, and if they take care of business in their next 3 games, then the Broncos should have the number 1 seed locked up. We'll be paying attention to that Patriots game tomorrow against the Giants. If the Giants can maybe help us out and get an upset victory, that would definitely help us out in terms of contending for that number 1 seed.
They've seen a great turnaround in Denver.
There's the Broncos ownership group, Greg Penner and Kerry Walton Penner. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Denver. Really need a touchdown here on this possession. 2 tight ends set to the right. Making a jumbo set with Frank Crum, and that leads the way for Jaleel McLaughlin. One of the better runs of the day for this Broncos offense. Jaleel McLaughlin picks up 15. We needed that. Yep, you get Frank Crum grading that road up front, along with the tight ends. Nice block by Troutman. Even Evan Ingram getting in there, digging into that dirt, and the Denver Broncos pick up a first. There's your first down, and now you kind of want to start thinking about milking the clock as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more running. Crum's in again. He's at the end of the line. Play fake. Nix in trouble. Nix has to throw it and does. Incomplete. Avoids the sack. 2nd down and 10. I think Vaughn Miller was in the backfield. No, it wasn't Vaughn. It was not Vaughn. It was Luvu was in there and 52 was in there. I think that's Preston Smith. Yes, it is. Just able to get that one away. Frank Crum checks out. 2nd down and 10. Jake, it's been up and down for the Broncos. It's definitely been up and down. 2nd down and 10 now. Pistol formation. Franklin goes in motion. They hand it off to Harvey. He bounces outside. That's a bad decision. Able to tumble forward for a couple of yards, but that brings up another 3rd down for the Broncos. 7:42 and counting left in this ball game. 3rd down and 8. Vaughn Miller's checking in for Washington. Big 3rd down. They're playing some really good football right now, the Panthers are. Oh, the umpire's back in. Had the calf injury earlier in the game. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Broncos at their own 36. Oh, boy. Got to get a conversion here on 3rd down. Nix fires underneath. It's Prentice, and Prentice tumbling forward. He's got the 1st down. Vaughn can still play, man. He can still rush the passer. He is still a sack merchant. He doesn't play a lot of snaps anymore. He only plays like 30% of the snaps or something like that. Upset weekend if the Broncos lose. Vegas has something to do with this. When this game is over, I'm going to watch The Last Boy Scouts featuring Bruce Willis. Hey, man, this game's not over yet. Broncos still lead by 3 points, and they're moving the ball here on this drive. 1st down and 10 for Denver from their own 47. Troutman goes in motion to the left, and they hand it off up the middle. Harvey's going nowhere. This run game has really been frustrating. Bobby Wagner was in on the tackle, along with Jordan McGee. 2nd down for the Broncos. Clock ticking, inside of 6 minutes left to play in regulation.
Steps out right into the hole to make that tackle.
Yeah. Harvey had absolutely nowhere to go on that one. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield for Nix. He's rolling, resetting his base. Nix has to throw it in the dirt. Pat Bryant, closest receiver in the area. It's 3rd down and 10. Oh, God, Broncos country. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Denver has been playing down to their competition in this game. Bo Nix had a really good middle stretch. Unfortunately, he's kind of started to taper off moving forward. This is a big third down. Hopefully we see the good bow come up here on this play. Nice drive throw over the middle. Come on. In breaking route. Big dig. Or a check down to Evan Ingram. And Ingram, oh man, that's going to put him about 5 yards. Let's see what they want to do. I think you punt this away. Yeah, you got to punt. With your defense, you've got to punt. I understand the argument to go for it here, but you punt, try to pin Washington back deep, and hope your defense can get a stop. Maybe you try a hard count with your punter or with your gunner. See if we can maybe get them to jump off sides and give you a cheap one. But let's see if we can get something good here from Jeremy Crawshaw. Inside 5 minutes left in regulation. They're taking it all the way down. Crawshaw kicks it. And that's going to be down. Ooh, did it cross into the goal line? Did it cross? They got it. They got it down at the 1. Let's go. Let's go. Jeremy Crawshaw with a masterful punt. Little Jordan Humphrey was down there to down it. Oh, Washington wants him to review it. They think that it hit the goal line. Did it hit? No, it did not. Oh, but wait. Humphrey's foot. Oh, Humphrey's foot was on the line. That's a touchback. Bummer. Bummer. Oh, man. Humphrey's foot was on the goal line when he touched it. So it's going to be a touchback. Commanders ball at the 20. Oh, bummer. Oh, man. So we thought we had it downed. Unfortunately, Humphrey's foot was right on the chalk when he touched it. So that's a touchback. Bummer, dude. So now Denver's defense nursing a three-point lead here. Oh, this offense has been way too inconsistent. Bo Nix has been inconsistent. This defense has been inconsistent. And now Denver might be in trouble here. Defense is not in a good spot. It's a game of inches, man. Humphrey was this close to not having his foot on the line. Would have been Commanders' ball at their own 1 yard line, but instead they get it at the 20. Oh, boy. Still a great punt by Jeremy Crawshaw. It's not his fault that little Jordan Humphrey had his foot on the line. Yep, definitely stressful. We got Justin in the house. Good to see you. Snarf Bucket says undisciplined football. Marcus is going to be Marcus now. I can see Mariota running the ball. You've got to keep contained on him, man. Oh, boy, this is too close for comfort, Broncos country. This is way too close for comfort. 20-17. We're inside 5 minutes left to play in this game, and defense, they've got their backs to the wall here. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. We've got freaking Twitter pundits blaming Darren Rizzi for that. Like, come on. Yeah, it's true. He hasn't. Between being on the Giants practice squad and now he's finally seeing playing time coming back here, but didn't see a lot of time early in the year especially. Each game gives me a new batch of gray hair. I'm right there with you, man. I am right there with you. Now defense has their back against the wall. Next Sunday night is going to be the Chiefs and the Texans. Houston wins, man. Kansas City is pretty much knocked out of playoff contention. Oh, boy. Washington begins this drive at their own 20-yard line after that touchback. Mariota rolling. Mariota throwing. Mariota completing on the sideline. Terry McLaurin working on Pat Surtain. Oh, man. First down, Commanders. Clock stopped at 4:36. Bo Nix and Davis Webb having a conversation on the sideline. Feels like the momentum of this game flipped when Bo Nix threw that interception. Now it's first down and 10 for the Commanders from their own 36. Hand off to Krosky Merritt, and he's only going to get one. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle along with Brandon Jones. Oh, boy. Second down and 9. Got to be aware of these chunk plays here for the Commanders. Fake it. Mariota's in trouble. Mariota's going down. He gets up. He's not down. Mariota's still going, and he's got a positive run on the play. He went down, but nobody touched him in the backfield, so it wasn't a sack. He got up and kept running. Come on, dude. You got to get him down. Oh, he's touched. He is touched. He was touched. Yes, Dondre Tillman touched him. Dondre Tillman touched him. That will be a sack. Sean's not happy he had to burn a challenge over it. But yes, okay. They didn't have to challenge it. Instant replay took care of it. Went to instant replay. Or no, they did challenge it.
Take a look at this one. It appeared to me on our original line feed that he definitely lifted his leg. He did. That's tripping. Should have been a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. That was one that Tillman got away with. That could have been tripping. So what do they do here? Do they rule that as a sack? You kind of have to at this point, right? It should have been a trip. All right, they do rule it as a sack. Third down and 21. And I don't think Sean had to use his challenge. Okay. Yes, that should have been a penalty. Denver did get lucky there. Absolutely, they did. Okay, so Sean Payton did not need to use his challenge, I don't believe. Instant replay called it back as a sack. It's third down and 21. Denver's playing deep zone coverage. Mariota yucks it. Go incomplete. Incomplete. Alex Singleton. Yes, Alex Singleton knocked it loose. Incomplete. It looked like Ertz was going to catch it, but that was an incredible play by Alex Singleton. Let's go, Alex. Let's go. Yeah. That was such an awesome play. He punched it out. Let's go. Good for you, Alex. Yeah. All right, Washington's got to punt this away. Oh, dude, that might be the play that saved the game right there. Alex Singleton, man. Oh, man, big kick. Marvin Mims fields it. Marvin Mims, he's brought down at the 29. All right, 3:31 left to play. Can Denver salt this one away? Alex Singleton, man. That was an awesome play. Still a lot of time. We need to get first downs. Absolutely. That's the defensive play of 2025. Yep. If this holds and Denver wins, that is the play right there. Cancer can't keep him down. Hell no, man. Alex Singleton's a warrior, and he's a freaking badass. All right, first downs, keep the clock moving. He did have a good coverage play, and that wasn't just good. That was elite. I mean, that was going to be a first down catch, and that would have been a demoralizing catch for Denver right there. And Alex Singleton single-handedly saved it. Oh, you know that one was emotional for him, man. But now we've got to salt this one away.
From 4 different people. Captain of the team, leading tackler, not a guy known.
First down and 10 for Denver from their own 29-yard line. Frank Crum is checked in. It's an offset eye to the right. Troutman goes in motion. They run it to the right with McLaughlin. And nowhere to go, man. Luke Wattenberg got blown up off the ball by Eddie Goldman. And Dan Quinn will call timeout. 3:23 left. Washington uses their first timeout. It's 2nd and 10 for the Broncos.
Sunday night this season is brought to you by.
Oh, boy. Driving the game right here. Yep, absolutely. Denver needs to get first downs. The run game has been putrid in this game for the Broncos. I mean, absolutely putrid. Bo Nix has been up and down, but the real story for this offense has just been the lack of a run game. And now you kind of worry, is that going to come back to bite you right here when you're trying to salt the clock away? There's 3:23 left. It's 2nd and 10. Washington's called their first timeout. They've got 2 left. This is big right here, Broncos country.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not they stay with this kind of formula when Jake Daniels returns. But this is what at least
At this point, we just need to focus on getting first downs. Just keep picking up first downs, man. 2nd and 10 here. They're show and run. They boot it. They dump it to Jaleel, and Jaleel, lowering his shoulder, stays in bounds. Washington will not use a timeout here. It's 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. You need to get a first down. Oh, they do call timeout. They waited a few seconds before they took it. So Dan Quinn calls his 2nd timeout. Stopped at 3:12. But this is a big 3rd down. If Denver converts, they're in a good spot. Denver converts. Washington, they're going to have to burn their last timeout. Last clock stoppage for them would be the 2-minute warning. Oh, boy. Big 3rd down, Broncos country. Big 3rd down.
So many times that I've seen Evan Ingram just pop wide open on that little release route.
Ooh, looks like there's some confusion for the Commanders on defense. Bobby Wagner was doing this in the huddle.
So masterful at different personnel groups. They're matching with how they.
Ooh, boy. 3rd down and 4. Nix is in the gun. And he's making a kill. 5-4. Denver calls timeout. Denver was not on the same page offensively, and they got to burn a timeout. Play to score, not to run the clock out. That never works. Now, at this point, you've got to at least pick up a first down here. No matter what you want to do, you've got to pick up a first down. Dom says QB run. We got Robert in the house. Good to see you. Lamont says, don't worry. I'm not. But, again, man, got to take care of business. All right, one more timeout here for the Commanders.
Because you know they'll never quit. They may not be as talented as they once were, but they'll never quit.
They go ahead and Denver gets a first down here. Washington calls their last timeout. They're over. Or, well, it's not over, but it's looking good for Denver. But they've got to get a first down. It's 3rd down and 4. Bobby Wagner comes up to the line, makes sure this defense is on the same page. Nix takes the snap. Nix fires over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Cortland Sutton, and it was into traffic. They dropped Jake Martin into coverage, and Denver's going to have to punt this away. Washington's going to have a timeout and a 2-minute warning to work with. Oh, man. They dropped Jake Martin, the former Bronco and Denver native, into coverage right there. Oh, man, lucky that wasn't an interception. So now we need another big punt here from Crawshaw. Crawshaw's boot. Big kick. Lane tackled inside the 15. J.L. Skinner at the 14-yard line. Big special teams play right there, man. Big, big special teams play. Yep, some 34-on-34 crime right there. Oh, man. J.L. Skinner. That was big. First down and 10 for the Commanders. We got 3 minutes left to play. Washington has 1 timeout left. Denver has 2 timeouts left. Oh, boy. And the defense come through. Stepping up. Mariota. Pass incomplete. No flags. Pat Surtain with the coverage on Treylon Burks. The throw is high and incomplete. Second down and 10. Yeah, generally that's not a good idea. Marcus has been throwing at Surtain quite a bit in this one, but generally PS2 is going to make you pay for that one. Let's see if he wants to go at PS2 again. If he does, I'm jumping that route if I'm PS2. I'm trying to get a pick right here. Second and 10. Mariota. He's going to run. They get him out of the pocket, and Mariota's got a first down across the 25 to the 26. Jesus Christ, man.
Same thing, Mike. You get in their situations where you try to get.
Oh, Marcus Mariota, 8 carried for 44 yards in this game.
You cannot give a mobile quarterback like Mariota.
No, you can't, man. You've got to keep contained on the edge, and Denver has done a really piss-poor job at that in this one. You've got to keep contained. Ooh, looks like Denver might have been offside. They don't call it. Tipped, incomplete, looking for Burks. Riley Moss in coverage, second and 10. Cooper looks off tonight. No QB spy. If you're not going to have a spy, you've got to keep contained, and they did not do it there. Yeah, they really should, Turtle. Unfortunately, it was that Bo Nix interception that kind of flipped the momentum of this one. Now we got a second and 10. 4 down lineman for Denver. Mariota, deep ball, overthrown. Surtain on McLaurin, and Marcus Mariota just overthrew it. Watch out for the big PI penalty. Yeah, it's possible. They might be going after Riley Moss. Something's wrong with Cooper. I don't know. Third and 10. This might be the time where you try to go after Riley Moss and try to get that PI. Third down and 10. Ooh, Denver's showing blitz. I imagine they're going to back out of this. They sure do. They rush 4. Over the middle, complete. Right at the line is Zach Ertz. They're going to say he's short. They're going to say that Ertz is short. It's 4th and inches. Commanders, hurry it up. They don't have to snap this before the 2-minute warning if they don't want to. Earmuffs, Denver. Don't jump offside. They hand it off, and Nick Nichols picks up the first down. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Dan Quinn's happy. They are competing, man. All right, here we go. Denver's got their back against the wall. It is the 2-minute warning. All right, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. Just had to reset the connection real quick. 2-minute warning, Broncos country. Oh, boy, this game is coming down to the wire. Denver loses. Defense is going to be a big storyline. Unfortunately, the negative plays made by Bo Nix is also going to be a storyline in this one. But Denver does have an opportunity here to still win this football game. Oh, man, this is getting so tight. Denver's got to find a way to get off the field here, man. They've got to find a way. Too much rust coming out of the bye week. Yes, they do need to get a stop desperately. Absolutely desperately. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, man. We're definitely going to have a lot to talk about in this post game, no matter how this game ends. Denver just came out way too shaky, way too undisciplined tonight. And this was against a bad football team in the Commanders. If Denver's going to make noise in the playoffs, they can't play like this. They cannot play like this. If they play like this, they're going to go one and done in the playoffs. It's that simple. And the opponents are only going to get tougher and tougher from here. I mean, on paper, that Chiefs win looks good, but the Chiefs are starting to collapse right now. It's kind of the same thing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of those teams, on paper, it looked like a good win, but those teams are looking like bad football teams, especially in the case of the Chiefs. So I don't know, man. I really don't know what to think right now. We'll see how this game ends. Can Denver's defense tighten up right here? It's on them right now to win this game. You see, I don't know if they're going to have a chance in a year or two. That's the thing. This might have been their best chance, and they still have a good chance. 1st and 10. Mariota over the middle. Pass is caught at the midfield stripe. Ertz, they're leaving the middle of the field wide open. I mean, that was before Dallas traded for Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson, so I don't know. 1st and 10. And the clock stopped. There's a flag. Oh, it's a legal procedure on the Commanders. That's huge. That is huge. I mean, I hope not. The Raiders suck, and this isn't going to be on a short week. Denver usually bounces back after games like this. They did it last time. We'll see if they can do it again. But first, we got to find a way to win this ball game, dude. 100% one and done if they repeat this performance. Yeah. All right, they're talking to Sean Payton, see what he wants to do.
Well, he's talking on the communication amongst the officials to the official staying next to Dan Quinn.
Play with fire, you get burned. Yep, false start. McLaurin. I mean, they've won 3 in a row against the Raiders, so I don't think it's that bad.
Here, let's see. Is he not set for a second? No, he is.
Oh, that's a bad call. That didn't look like a false start at all. That's a bad call. No, I have to agree. That's not a foul. If we're being fair here, that's not a foul. All right, so 1st and 15 for Washington. They're at their own 46. Mariota dancing. Mariota keeping the play alive. Mariota heaves it downfield. Out of bounds. Nobody was there. Is this going to be intentional grounding? I think he was outside the tackle box. That was close, though. I don't think there was a receiver in the area. Oh, McLaurin fell down. Jeremy, super sticker. Thank you so much. Oh, I think they are going to call it. I thought so. There's a flag down by the quarterback, and it came out late. I think they're calling this grounding. I think they're calling this grounding.
That's what Clark is saying. And this has lost it down with it.
It does. What are they going to do? Are they going to call this? Commanders fans are not happy about it. I think he's talking to New York, maybe? Yes, there is. Are they going to enforce the penalty? Yes. Intentional grounding. I thought so. He wasn't outside the tackle box, and there was no receiver in the area. McLaurin had fell down, and Mariota threw it in like the opposite direction of him. Mariota
threw it over his head. I guess he just threw it too far. Check McCollum.
So this is extra grounding, guys. He throws it over the head of number 17, who is outside the numbers. By rule, that is not intentional grounding.
Okay, so seems like the officiating has been kind of a blunder here. Denver gets this win. They might have an assist on this one. 2nd and 25. What the hell is going on here? They're talking about it again. Second down with the loss of down. Okay. Yeah, definitely feels like they are, which I'm not mad about. But again, man, Denver's got to close this thing out. It's 2nd and 25. Can't give up any big chunk plays here. And at this point, Washington's going to try to get one of those chunk plays. Mariota heaves it over the middle of the field, broken up. Riley Moss. Let's go. Now it's 3rd and 25. Again, at this point, Washington's just looking for those chunk plays. Yeah, that was a really nice job by Riley Moss. 3rd and 25. You got 2 more downs here. That was a hell of a play by Moss. 3 receivers and a bunch on the right side. It's 3rd and 25. Mariota in trouble. Mariota fires it downfield. McLaurin's open. And McLaurin out of bounds after a big, big gain. It's still 4th down. But Terry McLaurin just picked up a huge chunk of it. What a play by Marcus Mariota keeping that alive. 4th and 6. I have to imagine an all-out blitz is coming here from the Broncos. This is your ball game. 4th down and 6. From the 45-yard line. This is it. Denver's not showing pressure. That doesn't mean they're not going to come. Oh, they're coming. Talanoa Hufanga over the middle. Completes. 1st down. Zach Ertz working on Jahdae Barron. And they're in field goal range. Oh, man. Denver is in trouble here. Best we're hoping for is a tie now. Fires. Completes. Deebo Samuel. Another 1st down. Washington is trying to hurry it up. They've got 1 timeout left. And they take it at 26 seconds. There's a flag. There's a flag.
So in all of this craziness,
I think this is going to be on Denver, judging by Sean Payton's reaction.
On the field for Denver, only about 2 steps, and then ran back off the field right before the snap of the ball. I think they've got too many men on the field.
Yeah. "26 seconds left. At this point, we're playing for overtime if you're Denver.
27-yard line.
It was a 1st down for the Commanders. You just got to keep them out of the end zone at this point.
All the way up here on the top.
Yep. 12 on the field. That's a good call.
Start talking about winning the game.
They were getting ready to take the time out. Got a chance to get themselves collected.
And they get the clock set. And Denver might be in trouble right now.
Keep that time out so everything's available to Washington.
And they also got Terry McLaurin back on the field.
1st down and 10. from 27. Mariota, they set up a screen. It's Samuel, and Samuel keeps the pile moving to the 20-yard line. Washington still has their timeout, and they take it.
Because with 22 seconds, you still have a chance to work the middle of the field here.
Yeah, they do. They still have an opportunity to get a touchdown here. Second down.
Something does happen with that fire drill, a field goal to run everybody out. You hope you have time to spike it, stop it.
All right, this is coming down to the nitty-gritty right now, man. There's a new long snapper for the Commanders. It's Zach Triner, who spent some time with the Broncos, actually, during training camp this year.
With an illness and a back injury, was declared out this morning. So very few opportunities to work with that battery of Triner and Mooney, both making their Washington debut. But Tress Wade,
2nd and 3.
is the glue to keep it together.
Tell you what, right down here, you've got a matchup. You're alive.
Mariota making a check at the line. Riley Moss is playing really soft. Now he comes back. Fires it deep. End zone. Nobody's home. Is that going to be grounding? There was a receiver there outside the numbers. 3rd down and 3.
Watches this play.
That's what Mariota did. He saw the same thing I did. He goes, we're going to take a shot and throw this thing down here.
Oh, boy.
Bugs somehow broken off to the inside, and Mariota was taking a shot to win the game.
3rd down and 3. Cannot let him get in the end zone. You're playing for overtime right now if you're Denver. Mariota's going to run for it. Mariota, 1st down and more, and Mariota is out of bounds with 12 seconds left and a 1st down. They're going to have an opportunity to throw this into the end zone.
Does not finish going forward, and he's going backwards there.
No, he finished going forward. That's definitely out of bounds. That's not a running clock. 12 seconds. They've got a chance to throw this into the end zone here. Trips to the right for the Commanders. Denver, just drop everybody into the end zone. Don't let them get a throw in there. Denver's going to call a timeout. They want to see what Washington was doing, what look they were coming out in, and they call a timeout. Oh, man. At this point, you are playing for overtime if you're the Broncos. And the new overtime rules, both teams have the opportunity to possess the ball. Oh, man, that was a great job by Mariota keeping himself going forward. Sheesh, Broncos country. This is really, really close. 12 seconds. You have 1, maybe 2 throws into the end zone here if you're Washington, and then you need to kick the field goal. All Bo Nix can do is sit on the sideline and watch. 12 seconds. Washington's out of timeouts. Denver has 1 timeout. 3-man rush. Marcus heaves it out of the back of the end zone. Nobody there. 7 seconds left, and are they going to kick it right now? Or are they going to try one more throw? Sheesh, Broncos country. Sheesh. Yeah, I think you've got enough time for one more throw into the end zone if you're Washington. Marcus says he can't hear the play call. I mentioned cardiac medication, right? All right, 2nd and 10. Denver cannot give this up here. Drop everybody into the end zone. Fires, out of bounds. 4 seconds left. And Jake Moody is going to come out to try to tie this game. Most likely send it to overtime. Denver's got 1 timeout if they want to ice him, which I imagine they'll do.
there.
So Jake Moody, the former third-round pick by the Commanders, or I'm sorry, by the 49ers, was cut by them. It's been a brief stint with the Chicago Bears, and now he's got an opportunity to tie this game from 32 yards out. Moody, kick is right down the middle. And we're going to overtime, Broncos country, because of course we are. Little Sunday night overtime action. And remember, both teams get the opportunity to possess the ball. Denver's the visiting team, so they'll get to choose the coin toss. They'll get to call heads or tails. Oh, Lord, man.
What a performance tonight. And for Dan Quinn, he basically told us how this game could be won.
All right.
He laid it out. He said, we're going to stay with the run, stay with the run. We can
Overtime, baby. Because the Denver Broncos can never make it easy on themselves.
Washington will go to overtime.
Second consecutive overtime game for the Commanders. They lost their last one in Spain to the Miami Dolphins. Land Clark getting everyone set. 1 10-minute period. Each team has the opportunity to possess the ball. This game can end in a tie if we get to that end of the 10-minute period and it's still a tie, which we obviously don't want. Each team has 2 timeouts, and all replays are initiated from New York, so there are no coaches' challenges. All right, here we go. Denver will call tails with Bo Nix, and it is a head. Okay, so Washington is going to defer. All right, so Washington is going to defer here. Denver goes down and they get a touchdown. Washington still will have an opportunity to possess the ball. So that is key here. Denver gets it first, but both teams have an opportunity to touch it. They need to make these Sunday night games start an hour earlier. If they did, they'd bleed into the afternoon games, so they want it to be a standalone game. If they did that, they'd have to move the entire schedule back by an hour, basically. Yeah, it would definitely suck. Like, it would suck in terms of Denver getting the number 1 seed. It would suck because I hate ties. It would just suck. And I don't remember the last time the Broncos won in overtime, if I'm being perfectly honest. Ay, caramba, brother. Denver had an opportunity to make this a 2-score game, and Evan Ingram, or I'm sorry, not Evan Ingram, I just read a tweet that said Evan Ingram. Bo Nix threw a really bad interception to Bobby Wagner, and that pretty much flipped the momentum of the game right there. And Washington, it's been their momentum pretty much ever since. Seems like a weekly theme for them, Rodney, and I don't understand it. The fact that this team plays down to their competition every single week is just extraordinarily frustrating. So we play on. Commanders won the toss and they deferred in overtime, so they'll get the second opportunity to touch the ball, regardless of what Denver does with this possession. Even if they score a touchdown, the game is not over. I think that's a mistake by the Commanders. The Broncos defense is tired. They should have taken the ball. Well, if they take the ball, go down and score a touchdown, then Denver can get the ball. They can go downfield. If they score a touchdown, they can go for 2 and win the game. And I kind of think that's what Washington is thinking about doing here. Even if Denver scores a touchdown, they can still go downfield, score a touchdown, and win the game with a 2-point conversion.
Maybe you'll get another chance. They have 2 game winners in the same stadium for different teams.
Sheesh, man.
That's not supposed to happen.
All right, Jake Moody's going to kick off.
You don't get bold options. And Tress White just kind of took the steering wheel and just decided to take the direction too.
It can also end on a defensive score. So let's say Denver throws a pick six or Washington gets a scoop and score. They can win it that way too. Tyler Bidet returning it to the 24. All right, overtime from Washington.
Plus their last overtime win was the last Monday Night Football game of 2015.
Jesus! That was their last overtime win, that freaking scoop against the Bengals? That was their last overtime win? You're kidding me. All right, well, let's kill that right now and get an overtime win today, shall we? 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Bo Nix comes underneath and completes to Harvey. And Harvey still going. Quinn Miners pushes him, and he's got a first down. I cannot believe that 2015 overtime game against the Bengals was the last overtime win. I knew it had been a while, but I didn't know that was the last time, bro. You have got to end that now. First down and 10. And if Denver scores the touchdown, do they think about going for 2? So that way a Washington 2-point conversion can only tie it. That's something you think about here. 1st and 10. Nix rolling across the grain, throws, completes to Troutman. And another first down for the Broncos. Troutman takes it down to the 48-yard line. You also, if you're Denver, kind of want to take time off the clock because it can end in regulation here if the clock hits zeros. So you kind of don't want Washington to have time to work with here when they get the ball back. That's another thing to think about. If this were the playoff, we'd play on until there's a winner, but this game can end in a tie. So there are a lot of end-of-game scenarios to think about here. 1st and 10. Nix fires, completes it. Evan Ingram, first down and more. Evan Ingram is down to the 12. Big chunk play for the Denver Broncos. And they are knocking on the door. Evan Ingram, just little shake route on Bobby Wagner. And he gets loose. Almost a little nod type of route. 1st and 10 from the 11. Nix fires it underneath, caught down inside the 5 or just at the 5. Cortland Sutton. So Denver's in position to kick a field goal here, but obviously they're looking for a touchdown. And like I said, no matter what happens, Washington will get an opportunity to possess the ball. So our defense, no matter what, is going to have to come out and win this thing for Denver. Not really. He's been quiet. 2nd and 4. Up the gut. Harvey's in! Touchdown, Broncos! Let's go! All right, now we got to play defense. R.J. Harvey, rushing touchdown, 5 plays, 76 yards, 3 minutes off the clock. Evan Ingram's big catch and run set it up. And now we got to go play defense. Honestly, I'm okay with the defense being able to win this game for him, man. Because the defense has had such a bad day. They can end the game out on a right note. Will Lutz, extra point, is up, and it's good. So Denver takes the lead in overtime, 27-20. And now it is on our defense to get a stop to win this football game. Holy crap, Broncos country. It is noteworthy here. If the Commanders go downfield and score a touchdown, they can go for 2 and win the football game. So that is something to note here. Will Dan Quinn be that aggressive? He's given the opportunity. I don't know, but hopefully the Denver defense makes enough plays and that doesn't need to happen. Oh boy, Broncos country. This game is down to the nitty freaking gritty. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, though. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Be sure to smash that like button while we're here, as well as subscribe to the channel. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member. It's not mandatory, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, the link is in the description below. Now we need a stop on defense. Defense needs a turnover, and can someone watch Mariota with his legs? Yes, we cannot afford to break contain on the edge. You have got to keep Marcus in the pocket at all costs. I'm willing to take that risk. Game's in the defense's hands, man. Here we go. Best drive of the entire season. Broncos need a big play by the special teams. Going to take a P for the D. Yeah, that's a good idea. I probably should have done that too. Ooh, was the kick out of bounds? Oh, no, the touchback coming up to the 35. All right, if Denver holds Washington out of the end zone, they win. If Washington scores a touchdown, they can either kick the extra point to tie it and we play on, or they can go for 2 for the win. Kingsbury has something planned for VJ in the defense. Please, no stupid penalties right here. Moss needs to show up. Absolutely. Wow, we needed that. Time to step up offense. Time to step up defense. Offense did their job. Defense, go do your job. Here we go. 1st and 10. Fake it to Rodriguez. Mariota fires over the middle. It's complete. Big chunk play for the Commanders to the 45-yard line. It's McLaurin. What's going on, Robert? Good to see you. Here we go, man. They might, but hopefully Denver doesn't give them that opportunity. All right, Ertz and McLaurin. They have been killing us, and Mariota on the ground, too. They're in Denver territory already at the 45-yard line. All Denver needs to do is keep him out of the end zone. Mariota, deep ball, overthrown. Looking for Burks. Riley Moss had the coverage. 2nd and 10. Of course, it's going to be 4-down territory the rest of the way here for the Commanders. Mariota went for the kill shot right there. Good coverage by Riley Moss and an overthrown ball to boot. 2nd and 10. All we need is to get a stop here and keep it out of the end zone, and the Broncos win this ball game. Mariota gets out of the pocket again, and Mariota with a positive run, gain of 4 to the 41-yard line. 3rd down for the Commanders. Call it a 3rd and 6. Let's see how aggressive VJ wants to get here. I'd go for some sort of sack. I'd blitz right here. I'd bring the house, honestly. Make Marcus Mariota make a quick decision and hope you can get him on the ground. Denver looks like they're going to be conservative here. It's 3rd and 6. 4-man rush with a spy over the middle. Broken up. Ooh, Barron almost had a pick to seal it. And now it's 4th down. Jahdae Barron is pissed off that he didn't hold on to that. 4th and 6. This is your ball game. Denver had another 4th down opportunity to get off the field for the win and couldn't get it done. Can they do it here? This is your ball game right here, Broncos country. Here we go. Does anybody want to use a timeout here before this critical 4th down? Maybe Washington thinks about it. They snap it. Here we go. Mariota flushing right. He is Going to be throwing it, tipped, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones, Denver wins. Oh, pass interference. What the hell? Oh, no. There are 2 flags. If this is offsetting penalties, the game's over. If it's just Denver, then we play on. No! Pass interference on Hufanga. Oh, man, a killer defensive penalty. Oh, he did get there early. That's pass interference. Yep, he got there way too early.
First down for Washington.
So, huge break, man. And that's a killer for the Broncos. You had an opportunity right there to end the game, and freaking penalty, man. Defensive penalties. Fuck, man. 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
They're going to run the ball with Rodriguez. And he's going to get about 8 yards.
I'm going to tell you something. That Mariota's best play of the night was
Man, dude, we had it. We freaking had it. And a lack of discipline. I get Huff was trying to make a play, but you can't initiate the contact early. That's pass interference.
absolutely one of the plays of the night.
2nd and 2.
List of those.
Got to keep him out of the end zone, and that'll help. A tackle in the backfield. Malcolm Roach was there, just got his big payday, and now makes a big play in the game. 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. All we got to do is keep him out of the end zone. Keep him out of the end zone, we win this ball game. Doesn't matter if they get to the 1-inch line, as long as we keep them out of the end zone. 3rd down and 4. Mariota fires, end zone. McLaurin, touchdown, Washington. There is a flag. There is a flag. Indications are it's on Washington, holding offense. Thank fuck. Oh, man. Yep, that's pretty clear. Josh Connerly, the right tackle. Clear hold on Jonathan Cooper. That is definitely a hold. Yes. Incredible job by Cooper. Incredible job forcing that holding call. Now it's a 3rd and 14. Play clock's running for Commanders here. They got to get up and get this ball snapped. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They get it off. Mariota winding up. Oh, they got him again. Deebo Samuel down to the 1, working on Riley Moss. Oh, my God, man. Now Sean Payton's calling timeout. Oh, my God, man. Marcus Mariota to Deebo Samuel. And now the Commanders are in position. They can get a touchdown, and they can win it with a 2-point conversion. Deebo Samuel. Riley Moss, he was in good position, but Samuel wiggled himself out at the end. Denver's in trouble. They are in serious trouble. Peyton called timeout. All we got to do is keep him out of the end zone, man. We're down at the 1-yard line. If Denver gets a goal line stop here, No, you go for 2 if you're Washington. You try to win this ball game.
Exhausted defense over there.
Yeah, you're going for 2 if you're Washington. You most definitely are. But first, they've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Denver could really use a Washington penalty right now. A false start would be ideal. First down and goal. Rodriguez, he has stood up, nowhere to go. Mayo lost a yard. Hufanga and Skinner were both in there. Second and goal.
All the rush ability that this team shows up in the run game.
I will say this about Riley Moss. If that were Chris Abrams' drain in there, he's probably giving up that same play. Just for the record. I already know there are a bunch of Moss bashers in the chat. That's all I'm going to say on that. Second and goal. Mariota keeps it. Mariota, end zone, incomplete. Surtain had the coverage. It's third and goal. 2 more stops. 2 more stops. Washington gets into the end zone here. They're probably going to go for 2 to win this game.
Surtain did not relax.
Quite frankly, it's going to always be the guy on the other side of Pat Surtain, no matter who it is. It's going to always be that other guy. It's both a blessing and a curse playing alongside the best corner in the game. Third and goal. Mariota drifts. Mariota throws. Incomplete! Off the hands of Ertz. And now, 1 more stop is all Denver needs. 1 more stop. It's 4th and goal. Singleton with the blitz. Right off the hands of Zach Ertz. 1 more stop, Broncos country. That's all we need. 1 more stop. 4th down and goal. This is it. Denver's had 2 previous 4th down opportunities and have squandered them. And now we have a timeout taken by Washington, their first of the overtime period. So they're going to stretch this out a little bit longer. Oh, boy. 3rd opportunity on 4th down to put this game away. Bo Nix had his issues in this one, but if they lose, this is on the defense. You had 3 opportunities. This is your 3rd. Hopefully you can get a stop.
Which has been so good all night long.
Again, Broncos country, thank you so much for tuning in. After this game is over, we will be doing the post-game pressers, and then after that, we're going to go live. Here we go. 1 play, 4th and goal. Mariota throws. He's in. McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. And they will be going for 2. Washington going for 2 for the win. Denver in danger of their 3rd walk-off loss of the season. All 3 of Denver's losses would be on walk-offs if Washington makes this 2-point conversion. 1 play to end this game. This is your ball game, and I imagine Sean Payton will take his final timeout. He does.
As much as let them catch their breath as anything else.
Mm-hmm.
The defense.
This is your last play of the game, most likely. 2-point conversion, win or lose. This is it.
Running this ball into the end zone. I don't know if they'll come back with it or not.
2-point conversion attempts.
All Bo Nix can do is sit and watch on the sideline. Coming right to the wire, man.
Thanksgiving weekend's about some great football, and these two teams have given it to us. Washington.
Here we go. One play to decide it all. 4 receivers all to the left side. Now they bring McNichols into the backfield. 2-point attempt for the win. Washington, Mariota, it's back down! Nick Bonito! And Denver is going to win the ball game! Holy crap! Oh, it was open. They had it, and Nick Bonito just saved it for us. Denver wins. Denver wins. They get their 9th win of the year. Woo! I got 2 words for that game, Broncos country. Holy shit. Oh, God. Denver is lucky to come away with this. But on their last friggin' breath, the defense comes through. Nick Bonito comes through. Batted ball. I mean, that was wide open, dude. That was a walk-in touchdown. Oh, God. I need several bong rips now. Holy crap. I'm going to go take that. And we're going to bring in the post-game presser. You know that Club Dub is going to be lit, man. This was a hard-fought win, a frustrating win, but they all go down in the same win column. Denver gets the job done, 27-26 on literally the last breath. Rodney says, what happened? Washington had an opportunity for a game-winning 2-point conversion. Nick Bonito batted it down, and it's over. If you think this sport is boring after watching that, then I don't know what to tell you. All right, Broncos country, thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to get ready for all the post-game festivities and whatnot. Be sure to smash the like button on this stream as well as subscribe to the channel. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. The link is in the description below if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow. All right, guys, take some deep breaths. We got the job done. We got the dub. I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.